Hello everyone, my name is Pixel. Welcome to another Minecraft live stream this week. How are you guys doing? Hope you're all very well. Gosh, it's warm in here. I apologize if I sweat for the entire stream. Great to see you guys there in the chat. Hello, MBT Talismancer, Quop Mob 4? I was going to say Quop Mop. Loki is here as well. Who else have we got? Rocky World is here. Got a couple of other people who joined the chat earlier. Panda, hello. Auntie Lammy, of course. Snonolini, you're sweating too, don't worry. Yeah, man, it's warm pretty much everywhere right now, except maybe Australia, but, you know, they get warm when it's Christmas. How's everyone doing? Hope you're all having a good one. We're going to be doing some more work on Decidedly Vanilla today. Brachiosaurus, hello. Good to see you. Yes, we're going to be doing some stuff on a skeleton spawner. I don't know if you guys managed to catch the episode I posted earlier today. It was only about 3 hours ago, so don't worry if you didn't. I found a skeleton spawner on the last stream, and we are going to be heading underneath my base to try and turn that into a functioning XP and drop farm. It's going to be an exciting time. Hope you guys have got some snacks. Talismancer is in an air-conditioned building. Well, bully for you. A service station somewhere outside Oxford. Auntie Lammy with the Twitch Prime resub. Thank you so much for your 5 months of support. Really appreciate it. Great to have you along for these streams, both Minecraft and Final Fantasy and everything in between. So here we go. Let's do some things. Things and indeed stuff. Let me close the preview image over here. Yukon.com, thank you for the follow. Hello, Paige. Hello, Pearpine. Great to see you guys. Hope you're all having a good day. Thank you to Jancy and Wells Knight for the auto hosting, as always. Right, so we got some stuff to do here. I've been doing a little bit of not AFK fishing. What am I talking about? Manual fishing, as you can tell. No AFK fisher around here. Not that it matters hugely, but Fwhip is still online and is doing his AFK fishing. So yeah, I imagine he'll probably have all the Nautilus shells he needs by now. I myself have 6 just from fishing with a Lure 2 Luck of the Sea 2 rod, which is kind of on its last legs right now, but I fished up a mending one earlier, so maybe we can combine those later. Have a good one, Talismancer. Safe travels wherever you're off to. So let's see who else is hanging out. You haven't even watched the first one. You've got a massive watch list. Yeah, with Hermitcraft right now, it's understandable, I can imagine. So do not worry. Post Limony with the 5 months of support. Tier 2, thank you so much. Really very kind of you. Really appreciate the support. So I've been making some discoveries. So those of you guys who have seen the episode I posted earlier today will probably know that I planted a 2x2 spruce tree and I was like, wait a minute, the podzol didn't spread. So it doesn't spread to mycelium after all. Turns out it does. It's just underneath the tree and underneath the adjoining layer of dirt. Because if you imagine, like, after the grass layer or the mycelium layer on these things, it's just dirt underneath here, right? But the podzol actually spreads to that, which means you get podzol underneath the mycelium you've planted. Like, it's so weird. Also, there's a cave there, so that doesn't get any podzol. But yeah, podzol spreads in mysterious ways, folks. It's 1.13. It's all really, really strange. You're at work, so no sound. Post Lemony, no worries. Thank you, Talismancer, for dropping my thanks in the chat for them. Right, let's get down here, because I have a long ladder to fall down now. And hopefully we won't die right at the bottom of this. It's been very close a couple of times, I'm telling you. But here we have our wonderful skeleton spawner still spinning, despite the fact that we have lit it all the way up. And I think we're probably going to move some of these torches because we will have to take out this little cross-bracing thing here. And potentially we'll get a couple of spawns, but nothing we can't handle at this point. I've got a nice bow and a nice sword, so we'll be okay. It only spreads to grass or plain dirt. Yeah, but the fact that it's spreading to blocks that are already underneath, like, the mycelium, and then it doesn't convert back into dirt again afterwards, was just a new concept as far as I was concerned. I've never seen it do that before. So that was kind of interesting to me. I've also, a couple of times, I've got, like, really scared about almost accidentally breaking this spawner, and I really don't want to do that because, as far as I can tell, it's the only spawner I have within a, you know, few hundred block radius of me, unless there's one in the mine shaft that I haven't found yet. Waterlogged ladder at the bottom. Good idea, actually. Hadn't thought of that. 12 hours of AFK fishing, docks farm, 3 double chests full of treasure, says Mythical Sausage. Well done, you. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Right, so we're going to do this in the usual style I've done all of my mob spawners since, I think, Season 1 or 2 of Decidedly Vanilla. I think it might have been Season 2, actually, because I set up the skeleton spawner in the forest on the 5th choice server as well. But yeah, it's going to be the same design as always, and I am going to have to move the ladder in a minute, but that's not going to be a huge problem. I'm trying to think what else I need for this design. I think I've got everything except maybe some glass, which we'll use later. And then we're going to have to do a little bit of water redirection and stuff. I've got some soul sand, which is the important thing, because we can use that as a very nice mob elevator now. Inviting Archelaus was great. Yeah, dude, I think him and Whip know each other from YouTube circles. And yeah, he's a very talented guy, obviously, very awesome time lapses and stuff that he does. I'm really excited to just hang out with him a little bit more, and it's good to see him doing like an actual Let's Play series, because I feel like every Minecraft YouTuber worth their salt should have an actual Let's Play series. If you guys don't know Archelaus, he is I think he's German. I don't want to get that wrong, just in case he's not. I think he lives in Switzerland right now, though, he said in his video. And yeah, go and subscribe to his channel on YouTube. He has like 180,000 subscribers, I think, so he's pretty well known. You've probably seen his videos pop up even if you don't recognize the name. Literally started watching him yesterday. Yeah, dude, there's no better time because he's starting a series on DV. He's going to be playing with us. I think his company sent him to Switzerland. Oh, okay, so it's like a work trip kind of thing rather than like a an actual kind of living there sort of situation. All I know is he's been telling us about this new apartment he's moving into, and he's very excited about it. He's got a nice, like, 3-monitor standing desk set up and everything. It's fancy. Whereas I'm 2 monitors sitting down and very, very warm. I need a fan or something in here, I swear. Like, it would sound terrible on the stream, but I would be so much more comfortable. But yeah, we're going to be knocking out some cobblestone. I'm going to put some music on in a second as well, because we need something to listen to here. Oh, the breeze. I can feel the breeze coming through. I've also got somebody, a friend of ours is staying over and is using my studio as a bedroom right now. So there's like a inflatable mattress and stuff over there. Not quite sure how much that's contributing to keeping the heat in, but oh boy, it's warm. I reckon we'll probably put in some nice, like, either cobblestone or stone brick. Something solid at the bottom here. Hey, Gendo Ikari, welcome along. The other good thing about this is that it's really far down. It's at, like, Y17, the spawner, or 16 even. So below this level, we're going to start getting diamonds, which means we can do a little bit of mining in the area and, like, kind of strip out some of the surrounding stone and potentially find some diamonds instead of sitting around and AFKing while this thing spins up. It's a good watch, but not as good as the Hermitcraft recap or the new series of TV. There you go. Liking having some mossy cobblestone as well. Going to use that later on. Let's see. Catch you on the VOD channel. All right, Loki, take it easy, buddy. Have a good day. We've got tons of... Well, we have tons of observers up on the surface. I only need 1 for this design, I think. I brought down some redstone, which we will definitely need later. Cobblestone and stuff. Let's just make another chest. Kind of need to make one here. We need a double chest for all the stuffs we've got. I'm also just carrying tons of fish, because I've been doing so much fishing. We'll put the pumpkins in there as well. Need to have a nice clear inventory for all of this technical stuff. All these shovels and fishing rods that I won't need right now. The bucket of water we'll definitely need. We'll need some more of that as well. Pepine, thank you for subscribing with the tier 1 sub. Very kind of you. Enjoy your pixel hype emote. Welcome to the pixels. You are 1 in a million. Hope the music's alright level for you guys. Let me know if it's too loud or anything. Did just want to work to some music today. It feels good getting back into Minecraft. I was saying this on the stream the other day, but it does feel like I've been away for a while. Already found a skeleton... Oh, you wish you'd already found a skeleton spawner in your single-player world. Don't worry, it'll happen. They are out there. We've already found, I think, 2 in this world. One of them is more or less directly underneath spawn. And then this one, I think Paige may even have found a different one as well. So there's definitely some out there. I think the one at spawn is actually a functional farm right now. It's up and running. So I do want to quickly test something here, and that's whether or not mobs actually float in water anymore, because I know this was an issue for Impulse on Hermitcraft, but I think they were playing in 1.13 pre-8, and mobs wouldn't travel in one block of flowing water. But I think they will now. So let's see if we can spawn a guy over here to be our little test subject. And get one skeleton in the back, please. They still float, it was fixed. Oh, Paige has found 3. Nice. Yeah, I haven't found a zombie spawner yet. I don't really need a zombie spawner, though. I think skeletons are probably the most useful. If you get bones, you get arrows. The only thing zombies going to get you is rotten flesh and occasionally crops. In terms of rare drops, anyway. Hello? Give us a skeleton! There's one. Yep, they still float. Okay, fantastic. Hi, buddy. Fella. Pal. Friend. We're going to have a bow fight. For some reason, my right-click button on my mouse is just really janky lately. Like, sometimes it's been double-clicking. Sometimes it's been, like, releasing before I want it to. I have a feeling I might need to get another mouse at some point. They only sync in source blocks. Yeah. That is my understanding of it as well. So yeah, we can flood this whole thing out. Let's replace the entire bottom of it with cobblestone so it doesn't look natural. And if anyone digs into this by mistake, then they'll know what they're digging into. Got paid today, we might as well share some love. Thank you so much, buddy. Always appreciate people sharing their hard-earned income on little dudes like me. Yeah, and there's... I feel like the change in water mechanics coincided with the release of the new It movie, and everybody is just making the everyone will float or whatever joke. Like, I've not seen it, so half of the jokes are kind of lost on me, to be honest, but wasn't Tim Curry the clown in the original movie? I watched him in something recently. What was that? Oh, it was Clue. We watched Clue whilst my American in-laws were in town. And that was a lot of fun. I'd seen it before, but I hadn't seen all 3 of the endings. It's always quite clever that there's, like, multiple endings to that movie. Item water channels are much faster now because items don't drag along the bottom anymore. I never realized that it was, like, friction with the block on the bottom that was actually causing them to slow down, but in retrospect, it makes perfect sense. I've also just put this chest, like, within the radius of the area I need to transform here, but that's not going to be a huge problem, I guess. Okay, gonna pop a torch down there so we don't get spawns, and yeah, we'll keep going with the cobblestone thing around the outside. I always do like the bottom 3 layers of this as cobblestone, and then the actual design takes place further around. I'm also going to have to see how we incorporate this into the superhero society I have planned for my builds this season. Not quite sure how that's going to work out, but you never know. Maybe this is going to be like a villain's lair or something, and they're just kind of raising the dead. They're spawning skeletons and killing them to get power. That kind of sounds like what Zloy's doing, actually, so might be stealing his thunder a little bit there. That's why people used ice below them. Right, okay. I was wondering why, like, yeah, that basically water streams for items are as fast as ice now. And I expect ice doesn't really make much of a difference anymore, right? If it's still, like, even faster, if you put ice underneath them, then I'll be very surprised. Nobody with the numbers. Hi there, how you doing? Hope you're having a good day. And hello, the expert. Good to see you as well. Doing a bit of work on DV today. We'll pop out there and... Who that? Nobody, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Pixels. Pleasure to have you on board. Mythical Sausage is now sleeping. It's so nice having multiple people on the server, even if one of them is currently AFK. It's really cool feeling like you have an active server right now. Let's actually go up to the surface for a second so I can get some more water, if it's safe. I've only been attacked by phantoms once. That was on the stream before. Watching Twitter for a reply, saw the tweet about the live stream. Hardly get a chance to catch these. Yeah, me too, man. I follow a lot of people, so I get notifications for when they're streaming, but it's always like they're always in the US and they stream in the evening, so I'm asleep and I'm like barely waking up at the time they finish streaming. Hey, Zloy, what's up? All right, let's make a couple more buckets. I reckon 3 buckets of water is probably going to be good enough. We'll make a water source down there and not have to think about it too hard. If I can place the ingots in the right place, thank you. Gosh. Butterfingers today. Music is weird. It has very silent and very loud parts. Yeah, they're kind of like the Pixies. Loud, quiet, loud. Except very unlike the Pixies at the same time. I really want to get a Pixies album on vinyl at some point. I've started collecting vinyl lately. I know vinyl always feels like it kind of a pretentious thing, but it's really like... I enjoyed collecting physical media. Like, I used to have a ton of CDs, and I used to like buying CDs quite a lot, but then it's just not the media anybody uses anymore, and so if you're going with physical media as a thing, then you may as well buy, like, the big vinyl records. My brother-in-law collected vinyl, and he bought us a record player for Christmas, so that kind of prompted us to get involved with the whole thing. And I'm enjoying it right now. Like, we have a really nice collection. It feels kind of fun putting records on instead of, you know, just signing into Spotify or whatever. Let's turn some of this into some stone brick. There we go. I also want to maybe crack some of this, as if it's been around for a while, you know? So let's get, I guess 32 will do. Do we have any? Oh, we have some fuel down here. Fantastic. There we go. How unbearable is the temperature over there? It's not unbearable. The temperature is not the problem, it's the humidity. Like, it's probably only about 24, 25 degrees Celsius today, or maybe this is one of the hotter days. I can't really tell, but the humidity percentage is, like, normally around 100. Like, it's always really humid here. We need the pumpkins as well, don't we? Did I bring shears? I did bring shears. Okay, well, we're going to carve the pumpkins because I always do that. We want one there. One... Oh. One there. One here, I think. Yeah. One there. And we need to cut this walkway around the outside. It's 36 Celsius. Yeah, that's absurd, man. That's absurd. That is... Stay inside, otherwise you will cook. And you're probably cooking inside as well. It's just like being in an oven. Further inland, it's horribly dry and hot. Yeah, I think... I feel like dry heat is slightly more bearable for me, but then it totally depends, you know? I'm going to carve each of these. Mythical Sausages left because he couldn't stand this conversation about the weather. With the kelp water source .m showed, so it's easy now. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm following you. People collect vinyl because of how it sounds, but you like that it's just so round and shiny. It does sound good as well, but, like, in terms of audio fidelity, I don't know. Like, it's the sound reproduction is not perfect. It's got a different quality to it. I always like kind of digital media and CDs because of the lack of, you know, compression. Analog formats don't really have a concept of compression, really, unless it's kind of compression when you put it on tape as an effect. But yeah, it's not so much about the sound for me as it is about just having the objects. It's very materialistic of me, but I don't really care. Right, let's do this. It's very strange the way I just do the same design every single time. Like, I don't know why I do this, but for whatever reason, I I almost think of spawners as like having a multi-block structure sort of thing now, and I have to build it this way so I know what I'm doing. Do I not know what I'm doing here? How many... Wait a second. That is under the spawner. There, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Okay, well, we've made this too long in that direction, so... Yeah, this is part of the reason I do this. So that I make sure I build it in the right dimensions. There we go. Yeah, I thought there was something slightly off about that. Mythical Sausage has brought his drone onto the server. You guys probably can't even see the chat right now because my webcam's in the way, so I'm sorry if I just sound like I'm talking to myself when stuff like that pops up. There's Mythical Sausage's camera account logging in. Good morning, Liara. Hope you're having a good one. I look like Julian from The Flash. Never watched The Flash. Hopefully that's a compliment. I hope he's a handsome man. And now we need the redstone lamps, which I thought I'd brought down here, but apparently I didn't. Okay, we're going back for those in a second then. I guess we'll take we'll get the redstone lamps later. And I did want to make some chiseled stone out of these. So let's make, I guess 30 will do. Gotta have that there and there. And definitely need to carve out a little bit more of this cave. I got spoiled by having a beacon, you know? Like, efficiency is real nice now that I've got it on this pickaxe, but I get spoiled by having a beacon. He's also Tom... Oh, he's Tom Felton. Oh, okay. I've had the Tom Felton comparison before. Draco Malfoy. I don't think I look like him at all, though, so I don't know what people are on about. It's usually just a guy with a beard when I get compared to anybody. I got told I look like the guy who played Robin Hood in the BBC series of Robin Hood. That was the most recent one I've heard. He was kind of a D-bag in The Flash, but you're cool. Thanks. glad I'm not a D-bag, whether I'm in The Flash or not. Yeah, I think we'll probably just pillar out of here again. There we go. Do I have a Discord server? I do, but it's patrons only. It's just for people who sign up to my Patreon. I would love to make a public one, but I also feel bad for not being able to like pay moderators for that kind of stuff, and there's no way I could moderate a larger community myself. I just don't have the time or the patience. If I was actually like a full-time YouTuber and streamer, then maybe, but right now I have a day job that I need to do, so there's the redstone lamps. That's what we want. Is there anything else we need from up here before I go back down there? Probably need to bring a bit more redstone, because I will need to make repeaters and stuff in a bit. We've got all the observers in there. Hoppers, that's what I need. I'll bring the hoppers down too. We've got the dispenser down there already. I think that should be everything. Check it out. 6 Nautilus shells. So happy with that right now. Anything else? Had to call out of work, barely slept in a week from the heat, and you think it caught up to me. Yeah, that's happening a lot. I feel like everybody, like, once it's been hot for this long, people just start to get that kind of vaguely, like, not quite actual heat stroke, but they get that sort of woozy feeling a lot more easily. And the Recap has a Discord channel. Yeah, exactly. So you guys can join that if you want to hang out with me more often, although I'm not in there all the time, he says, lying through his teeth. Symmetry Lover, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Pixels. Hope you're having a good day. Gonna have to move this chest now, I think. And Chad H87, welcome to the Pixels also. Probably read those in reverse order. It's just the order they turned up on my event list. In the DV episode, I mentioned using strip logs for builds From experimenting with them, they only work as floor design. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. I think Wells Knight and Python use them to great effect in the walls of the community enchantment building on Hermitcraft this season. So we'll see. We'll see, man. I have yet to work out exactly what it is I want to do with stripped logs. I just know I want to do something with them because they're nice. Let's see. We've got some soul sand there. Yes, yes. Pumpkins. We need the water buckets momentarily, so we can put some more of this stone away. And then the spruce stairs we will need. And then let's pop the other chest down there. Oh, every time. Every time. Yeah. I could make a one-chunk build. I could, but then I wouldn't be able to film it properly because replay mod isn't out yet. I'd have to film it in a different way or get kind of sneaky with texture packs, which I have considered doing. One thing I really wish vanilla would add to the controls that modded does is, I'm not sure if it's inventory tweaks or what, but like being able to like hold down the left mouse button and just like automatically click everything in from your inventory. That's so much nicer. Can you whisper me a question about Minecraft? I wouldn't be able to see it because I don't actually have Twitch open right now. So feel free to ask questions about Minecraft in the chat if you want to. Like, I'm absolutely fine if people want to do a little bit of a Q&A thing. Carney4, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Pixels. Alright, what do we need to do next? We need to put the redstone lamps in. That's one thing we need to do. I also need to make some levers. They're in here. And I need cobblestone for those. It's been a while since I've done one of these. And then I'll need sticks. Oh, uh-oh. Yeah, got a little bit of lag there. I'm feeling slightly worried about that, but it's not going to be terrible, I guess. Spruce planks, there we go. Let's make a few sticks out of these. 8 levers will be more than enough. I'm sure I'll use the other 4 for something. But then we need a lamp there. A lamp there. And we can turn each of these on. Did that have a little... Oh, they've got little redstone particles now. That's adorable. Haven't seen that yet. Neat. So you can kind of see when they're on if levers are confusing to you. That's nice. That's a nice little quality of life thing, actually. Huh. Very cool. I made a villager noise right then. Huh. And then we needed the chiseled stone on top of that, didn't we? Probably want some stone brick stairs for the corners. Let's make 16. And where did the chiseled stone get to? There. Found you. I want to change out some of these for cracked stone brick as well. Pop a couple in here and here. And then around the outside. Whoop. Why do the turtle eggs only hatch at night? I think they have a bigger chance of hatching at night. I think biologically that's what happens or something, isn't it? Like they wait until it's cool and then they all run down to the sea. I need to bring those in like so. Che Disney Freak. Just checking the Twitch this morning, saw that Wells Knight was hosting. Enjoy content on my channel. The recap is one of my favorite videos of the week. Oh, thank you so much. Really glad you like the recap. We put a lot of effort into that show, and it is always nice to hear that people enjoy it. Lovely to hear you're enjoying my channel as well, because I'm putting a fair amount of effort into that. There we go. Pop this on here, and then this guy can go on the corner. We'll bring that around the corner for that one as well. Man, I don't know what I would do if we didn't have the pick block option in survival. Mr. Green, thank you for the follow. But yeah, like pick block in survival is brilliant. Don't know how I live without it for so long. Just got back from the episode. Great, like always. Welcome to the stream. We're working on that skeleton spawner now. Glad you enjoyed the episode. So I finished FF7 and you missed it. We finished the main story. We haven't gone back and fought Ruby Weapon yet. That's going to happen a little bit later when I feel the need to balance my renewed enthusiasm for Minecraft with other games to stop myself getting burnt out. But for now, really enjoying being back in Minecraft, so we're probably going to do a few streams from here, and then we will figure out the other things another time. I think I'll probably put those there. I'm pretty sure I've used spruce stairs there in the past instead of the stone brick ones. There we go. Let's carve out a little bit more of this so we've got room to work. Can I check the whisper? Not when I'm streaming. Haven't missed any of the weapons then. We fought emeralds. Were you there for that? I think you were, right? I'm pretty sure I recognized your name from those streams. But yeah, emerald was a lot of fun. Took about 7 or 8 tries to beat that guy. Actually, probably more than that in the end. Yeah, you were there for that. Auntie Lammy, welcome back. So, is that all done? Okay, this side is still kind of in need of that. There we go. That side is done. That side is done. Perfect. Okay, now it needs a roof. Then we need to be able to get in for the skeletoning, and then we need to work on the exit. Can you count on me replying after the stream ends? I don't know. I don't know. Can't guarantee anything, I'm afraid. To be honest, I would prefer it if you changed the subject. So if it's not something you can ask me in a stream chat, then I don't know why you're asking. When will they add emerald armor and tools to vanilla Minecraft? Mods have done it already. I don't see the point. I think the the stuff we've got right now is nice, and then if you want more than that, there's always modded. Like, I feel like they're leaving so much up to the modding community these days that it's just kind of, you know, it's okay for things not to be in vanilla. It's a private thing. Well, it doesn't. I don't know why you need to be asking me private things. That's all. Nice iron vein there. Was it like 1 block? I wasn't even paying attention. I'm just carving stuff out of here while I have the opportunity. Ooh, some lapis in the wall. I'll take that, though. We'll need that down here for enchanting stuffs. Not that there are things that still don't need to be added to vanilla, but they're working on lots of cool stuff. Aldara, good morning. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're staying hydrated. All right, let's grab some stone brick and do the roof. Or maybe, have we got enough andesite? We don't really, do we? That's not all the andesite we have, but it's... Oh, it is all the andesite we have, at least down here. Let's do stone brick for the roof, then. And we need to leave that one clear, and then have, like so. Yeah. Cool. This will do. We can lay in all the redstone in a second. And we'll put a ladder up the side so we can get back up here again. You'd like more mobs? They've got to make the ocean all atmospheric with the fish and dolphins. Let's get a couple of other specific ones. I've seen a lot of other people saying they should just rework stuff like polar bears into, you know, pandas for the jungles and things. It seems like a pretty sensible idea to me. I could get on board with that. Also, jungle-specific skeletons that shoot poison arrows instead of the strays shooting slowness arrows. The community's got a lot of sensible ideas. I can't see this many blocks on the ground and not just grab them, guys. I'm sorry. It's a moment of weakness. While we're here, we may as well start the water bucketing of this place. That's the question. Do we want the exit to be that way? No, I don't know if we do. I'm not certain. I don't think it matters, really. But I kind of want... Maybe the exit should be at the back and the kill... No. No, let's have them leave via the side, and let's have the kill mechanism kind of opposite. Come back. Come back to me. I need you, water sources. You're my only hope. There we go. So let's have the exit go this way. This design doesn't really have like a front, back, or side or anything. I'm just trying to imagine how I want to lay this place out once it's all decorated, you know? Yeah. And we'll have everything coming down. Grab more water. Coming down this way. Then flowing into that corner. And then the question is, do we set up like a... We set up something in this corner for them to go... Or maybe we just put it here. Yeah, I think we'll just put it there. Because previously, if I put it in the center of the room, like there, I've had trouble with skeletons just kind of pushing each other around there. So I think we'll put it here, and then we'll put the soul sand going up like there. Cool. That should work. Mob elevators have changed. It's really interesting. Right, they're into pandas and grizzlies. Make llamas into camels for the desert. Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. Llamas are basically kind of camelish anyway, aren't they? Camelid. Here's going to be a fun experiment. Let's do the soul sand thing here. Right here, right now. I guess we can have this go all the way to its conclusion, this one. And then I guess put a sign. Will we be able to put a sign there? I guess not, because that's going to block this. It's going to spill out. I guess we're going to have to do it the way Impulse did it and just have the skeletons kind of push each other into this soul sand block. That's probably going to work. Yeah, I guess that'll do. Let's move this. I don't know why that's even there. I don't know why that's there. Skellies will push each other in. Yeah, I think that should be fine. We'll fake it till we make it. Don't have any sticks. Yeah, let's make a couple of those. And then we'll need to have the sign there, which is going to block the water. But then from there on upwards, it's just going to be plain sailing. Bubbles! Now I can't get out. There we go. Need to be able to swap that around. I also need to reclaim these water sources because I need to make an infinite source somewhere. I guess I've got one in here. I'll just use this one. Use magma for yours. Yeah, I'm trying to push them up instead of down because this is really low. This is like Y14. So I can't really have the kill mechanism be further down. Grow kelp up the column, make sources as you go up. Really? Oh, that's cool. I don't really have the time to go and get some kelp, though, so I may as well just do this manually. And then we'll need to work out over here where I need to make the kill mechanism, but it shouldn't be too difficult. Right. Should we have it? I kind of want to have it here. I don't really know why, but it always makes sense just to have it like opposite the lever for everything. So we'll start making it like here. And this little section's already a little bit hollowed out, so. So that's gonna be just fine. And I'm hoping that this kill mechanism still works. I haven't tested it, but I assume it does. I don't think any of the mechanics, excuse me, the mechanics involved have changed. Hey, Techno Anomaly, I'm good. How are you? I'm a little bit warm, but I'm good. Let's grab some more water real quick. Just dig down in here. Yoink. Give me the buckets. Okay, nice. Oh, let me out. Oh, okay. Squeeze through that gap. I'll lose a cobblestone block, I don't mind. Look at it zipping away, though. That's so funny. So funny watching everything just zoom past you with the new water mechanics. Like, for a while, because they changed the idea of water flowing through fences and stuff, and they changed it to the waterlogged style of stuff, I've been hearing everyone talk about new water mechanics, and I've been like, there really aren't any? But no, there are. There actually are. Gonna spawn a skeleton in here for a second. Oh wait, no, the torches are still in there, aren't they? I haven't taken those out yet. It's rainy, so not too warm there. We need rain so badly, man. Like, we have not had rain down here for a really long time now. Like, over a month, I think. We've had, like, a little light mist. And that's been it. So, yeah, we really need some stuff like that. Oh, now it'll let me make repeaters. Freaking guys. Right. This is in the way now. Of course, I keep placing the chests in places that are just going to be in the way. Send you some rain from Florida. Lots of it here. You guys do get a little tropical around this time of year, don't you? So let's see if I can remember how to do this off the top of my head. It's been a while. There's going to be a pressure plate, I guess, where this is. So that's going to be under that. And then we'll put... where's the chiseled stone gone? Is there still some in here? Did I put that away again? Or is it still in my inventory? We didn't use it all up, did we? I'm just being blind, just not seeing it. Let's use a stone brick for now. I'll pop that there. And then... I think we need to have a repeater in here, like that, set to 1... or set to 2 ticks. And then... 2 more redstone dust, and I think one of them... is detected by the observer. And that's where we need the observer. That's the other way around, right? It's got to be looking at the redstone dust. Nope, it's still not doing it. Observers are so finicky, like the placement of them. But yeah, so when this activates when you step on the pressure plate, the observer takes a tick off of there. No, wait, it's the next block along, isn't it? Oh, it's been a while since I made this. In which case, I think we needed a second repeater to make sure that the pulse is right. Make sure the pulse happens in the right place. Let's make another one just in case. Because I think that's how this goes. And then you take a redstone output from here, and then one from here. Trying to make a redstone-powered spawner. I'm trying to make a redstone-powered kill mechanism. The spawner is going to be lit by redstone lamps. I haven't finished the roof yet, and I'm already trying to like do the kill mechanism. Let me go back to doing the roof for a second. Sorry, I'm flip-flopping around between all of these different things, but I promise it'll all make sense in a second. For now, let's put this furnace over here, because I'm probably not going to touch that and smelt that iron. Very good. How long have I been streaming in general? That's a good question, actually. Oh, there's the chiseled stone. Did not see that before. Let's put that there so I know that's where the circuit starts. In general, I feel like I've been streaming on YouTube and Twitch for a while. I don't stream on YouTube anymore because of being a Twitch affiliate, but yeah, it has been a good few years now. I streamed on Mixer back when it was Beam. And that was a while ago as well. I've just been flip-flopping around, you know. As one does. All of these diorite blocks are just going to have to be lost, and that's fine. I don't build with diorite much. Let's see who else is in the chat right now. They still plan on doing the mechanics they showed. It was just required more work than they expected. Yeah, I feel like the early mock-ups were perhaps just that. They were mock-ups. But I'm interested to see what happens if they do change a lot of the established mechanics. Obviously, the community had a lot to say about, like, this is going to break our farms, but I look forward to just being able to learn new stuff most of the time. Can I reach that one? I can probably get the corner of that block. Nope, not that one. Yes, got it. Nailed it. Aced it, nailed it. So across the top of that, we're going to put some redstone wire, which I need to make sure I have enough dust for. Oh, we need another redstone lamp in the middle, don't we? I was forgetting that one. It's so nice doing just one of these as well, because I've done a setup recently. I think it was on Harmony, even. Was the last one of these I did that required, like, some really weird wiring. Because it was going to 2 different spawners. And so we had to, like, have a staircase down here in the middle and, like, trapdoors and stuff to... carpets and stuff to stop stuff spawning on top of it. It was real difficult. There we go. That should lit the one in the middle. Oh, there we go. Thank you for the public service announcement there, Mr. Kane. Very good of you. Okay, so now we take out the torches. The redstone lamp should keep this place lit up. But then once we switch off that lever on the front there, stuff should start to spawn. We can also take the levers off of these because they're all powered through that chiseled stone on top there. We'll keep the ladder on that side because I will need that. Let's check the interior. Good, that's looking very dark. And hopefully, because we're at a mushroom island, the surrounding area has few enough caves underneath the ocean that will actually get decent spawn rates from this. We've got 1 skeleton. Oh, we got like 3 in there. Hello. Well, this is already working better than I expected, so that's good. Good times. I think we even got some of the diorite back. Very nice. Who's that? Aldara with the bits. Welcome to the cheerleader board. Thank you so much for cheering some bits. Very kind of you. With the 10 cappers. Missed a piece of redstone dust up at the top. No, it's all working. So, so I have not. All of these lamps are lit, and that's the important part. So, yeah, back to this. Back to this monstrosity. Let's take this chest and dump all of the contents in here. Wow, there's a lot of junk here now. I don't need this bow. Bow with 1 durability. Be gone from my life. Get out of town. And then we probably want a stone pressure plate for this, right? I think it needs to be a stone one. Just for the pulse length. I could be wrong, but... yeah. Oh, you know what I need? You know what I need? I need pistons. And 2 of them have to be... well, I guess one of the... we only really need 1 piston, but the second one is kind of useful. And I only have 1 slime ball right now, so we might need to go slime hunting. That's something I hadn't considered. Watching me do this from memory just drives home how haphazard all your spawner setups have been. It's because I've been doing this for like 4 seasons now, more or less. Like I've built one of these every season since DV Season 2. So it's pretty well ingrained in my memory. I think I've even done tutorials on how to build this specific like setup of a spawner. So yeah, we only have 1 slime ball and it's in here. Yeah, slime ball, see? And I think, yeah, we'll need cobblestone, we'll need redstone, which I've got, and we'll need iron, which I was smelting down there, but I'll take some of this anyway. And we also need some wood. Pistons need so much. Oh, we've got some wood in there. We've got some oak logs. So, piston, we need 2 of those. We can make 1 of them a sticky piston now. And then the other one we will need to make a sticky piston, ideally, for stuff to work out here. So, where am I going to get slime on this server? There's a question. The icebergs, yeah. Like, this is a really, like, this is the smallest of the 3 mushroom islands, but I really wanted to be... oh, hi. Thanks for the kelp. Very kelpful of you. I needed to be near these icebergs. It's just so... thanks for the kelp. I needed to see this view constantly. It's just so pretty. Now, I need to take a bit of a boat ride, because I'll need some slime. Does anyone have a swamp? Yeah, I think Wee Beastie is going to be living there, so who knows how the view is going to change, but that's always the thing about moving to a new neighborhood. Haven't had a chance to watch any of the episodes yet. Don't worry, you will. Hopefully you will, anyway. Let's build a boat and go look for slimes. You hanging out here for a while, Paige? Good stuff. Am I playing on a modded server? No, this is vanilla, hence the name. Decidedly. Well, feel free to make one of the mushrooms into a tent if you like, Paige, because there's plenty of them around. I haven't really built anything over there yet, so I'm sorry I don't have accommodation in place for you. Let's see. May as well head north. Let's see if there's a swamp we can find. A slime island still a thing? Not in vanilla. Yeah, Zloy left me the pointy fish. It's very much a Zloy joke. Can't find slimes now, only at night. Yeah, it'll probably be night by the time I get there, and then somebody will sleep and make it day again, and this whole cycle will perpetuate. I think the one slime ball I got, I ended up getting down by where the spawner is, but I can't be bothered digging the entire thing out and making sure there's a slime chunk in a certain place. So, swamps it is, I guess. I'm going to try going north and seeing if I can find something vaguely swampy. I have seen a couple of crafting tables and stuff over here, so somebody has been out this way. But I don't know if anyone has found a swamp. Alright, Liara, see you in a bit. Just a nice little chunk of frozen ocean over here. I also really want to look for a shipwreck in the heart of the sea and stuff, because it's going to be nice to have a conduit once we've fished up enough Nautilus shells. Can figure out how to duct tape the puffer to the bed. Dude, pufferfish are going to be so good for pranking people. Like the actual physical pufferfish that exist in the world. They're going to be really funny. Once we figure out how to use them. Because if you put a fish in a bucket in a dispenser, it dispenses the fish, right? I'm pretty sure that's how that works. I kind of want to do that in my spawner. Set up a dispenser and have it, like, drown them with fish. Auto-dispensing fish is just the best idea. Put them in the block under the bed in a water block. They have a radius. Yeah, but then it's really obvious you have a water block under your bed. Don't beds also have to have a solid block under them now, or did they revert that? Because I'm pretty sure everyone was up in arms about how you couldn't make bunk beds anymore. Still haven't seen a dolphin? Just travel around the oceans. You'll see them. I think they only live in, like, lukewarm and warm oceans, though. Haven't seen any in the cold oceans yet. Poison doesn't do much against undead. Yeah, I wasn't thinking of, like, using it in the skeleton spawner, or at least, like, only as like a drowning thing rather than like as a poison thing. Really want to find me some shipwrecks. Aw, turtles. Hi, friend. Bye, friend. I'm not messing with turtles right now. I know they're the hip new thing. All the cool kids are doing turtles. That sounded wrong. Where am I traveling to? I don't know. I'm seeing what's out here. I've gone 1,500 blocks north of my island. I'm looking for a swamp. I haven't seen one yet. I'm not traveling to a swamp. I'm just searching for a swamp. Traveling to kind of implies I know where the destination is. I really don't. Around here seems like plains and taiga, which doesn't bode well for swampage. I also just wanted to see what else is around and maybe find a space with a shipwreck that hasn't already been raided by someone else. Generate some new chunks and see the world. I've also got a fire aspect sharpness 4 sword right now, so if I need to cook some food on the go, not that I need to because I've got tons of steak, but if I did, I could just hacha and chop one of these guys and then cooked food for days. It also occurs to me that I'm running around without a bed, so people on the server better sleep. I want people to not sleep so that I can find slimes at a swamp, but I want people to sleep so I don't get killed by phantoms. I'm a walking contradiction right here. And luckily I know the coords of my island pretty well, so I should be able to get back there without a fuss. But yeah, I could always kill some sheep, get the wool for a bed. Hello. That's an instant death ravine right there. Brown sheep. That's 1 point. No, I'm pretty sure the one-player sleep thing we have set up does reset the sleep counter for everyone, so phantoms don't attack you if other people have been sleeping. Either that or everyone's just been sleeping so quickly that phantoms haven't had a chance to spawn, even if your individual player sleep counter is too high. Basically, I'm not in trouble, is what I mean. Paige says she's seen 3. Swamps or phantoms? That is some nice terrain right there. I always like the more abstract looking stuff. 3 phantoms. Yeah, they kind of spawn in packs, don't they? I've been attacked by a couple of them so far. Chickens. Never played Minecraft in survival? Now's your chance. Give it a go. It's a lot of fun. It looked like a weird teapot. It did. It did look like a weird teapot. Oh, skeleton just shot at me. I'm like, nope. Swim away. Swim away. No. Swimming in iron armor would be impossible. Had to be enormously strong. But then again, you're talking about a man who can carry like 1,000 blocks of meter by meter gold in his inventory, so I think he's probably fine. Just eats raw steak whenever he wants, in a matter of seconds. Best not to think about it too closely. Let's see if we can spot a swamp from up here. I doubt it. Somehow. You know, we might have been better off just sitting in that cave and waiting for a slime. Mightn't we? I feel like I have not seen a regular cow in this game yet, because I've been hanging out with the mushrooms so much. The main reason you've never played the game in survival is you have to kill the animals for food. You don't have to. It's just easier. You can go vegetarian in this game. You can't go full vegan, because you do sometimes need, like, leather to make stuff. But it is definitely possible to be very vegetarian. I think Paige did that as a challenge on one of the DV seasons. Season 1 or 2. Have I met some of the hermits in person? I have. If you go to my channel and look at the vlog I did from Minecon, pescatarian, there you go. So you ate fish. But yeah, if you go to the vlog on my channel that I did after Minecon 2017, the event they had in London, I went to that and met False Symmetry, Mumbo, and Grian, who wasn't a hermit at the time, but is now. You can fish for leather, that is true. You will probably catch some fish on the way, but it is entirely possible to fish for leather. It takes a while, though. I've only got like 3 or 4 pieces of leather from fishing, and I've done a lot of fishing already. That looks like it has vines on it. Is that a swamp? It's a very high up swamp. I was not expecting a swamp to be on the edge of a mountain. Swamp! Okay. This is a very picturesque swamp as well. In before phantoms, by the way. I just asked people in the chat, like, not to sleep right now, and as soon as the phantoms appear, I'm going to be like, sleep! Sleep! Sleep as hard as you can! Right, what size is the moon right now? Because slime spawn rates are actually affected by the size of the moon, whether the moon is full or not. Oh, it's getting there. It's that phase of the moon called getting there. Right, we will keep our eyes out for the squish. If you hear the squish of the slime. You can use the Enderman trick on phantoms. Yeah, I guess we can just, like, hide under a roof. Like, dig a hole. To be honest, it might make sense to dig a hole anyway and just AFK in this swamp and then have the slimes kind of appear around us, you know? Have I met Wells Knight? I have not. Wells Knight lives in the United States, and so I've never really been in close contact with Wells Knight. I've talked to him online a couple of times, like on Twitter and stuff. He's a lovely guy. But I've never had the pleasure of his company in person. Swamp. Swamp, please. Ah! Trident! A trident throwing drowned. A drowned throwing tridents. Die. Give me your lunch fork. Ow. Okay, that's pretty hectic. That's some damage right there. I may have to run away. The smart thing to do would be to run away. Ah! Man, they're accurate too. Return fire! There's a slime on my left. The drowned is more important though. I want a trident so badly. Ow! Right on the forehead. Hello! Please tell me you dropped a trident, please. Please, please, please. I don't think he did. It would be floating, wouldn't it? As like if he dropped it as an entity, or do I have to pick up one of these? The problem is they just leave so many of them around the place. But no, I don't think he dropped it. Dang. I see more slimes though. Hey! Slime balls, that's literally all we need. The drowned. I really wanted that trident. Oh, I'm sad now. I thought finding one with a trident was almost like a guarantee that you were going to get a trident, but I guess not. The drop rate is too harsh. I broke that lily pad in sadness. There's a bug with drowned in their items dropping? Really? Oh, that's a shame. Maybe we can still find one in like a chest or something. I do like the underwater, like, that like swamp water look that they, like, if you dip below the surface for a second, it's all murky. Oh, that's actually really nice. I kind of like that better than the kind of really crazy blue ocean water. 113.1 is supposed to fix it. Oh, okay. That's not bad then. At least they know about it. I feel like it's the kind of thing they would figure out pretty quickly. Hi, zombie. Ah, hello, skeleton. This bow is super powerful. I guess it's probably just the fire as well. I don't tend to like flame on bows a whole bunch, but I think this time around it's just adding the extra edge in terms of damage. Whoop. May as well gather a little bit more slime while we're here, because goodness knows I will need to make sticky pistons soon. Did I buy C418 to royalty-free stream it? I didn't. I don't know if you have to, but I did. I mean, you can rip all of the Minecraft soundtrack out of the files anyway, but I figured I'd pay the man. Is there any more slime around here that I'm just not seeing? Hello. I need your string. String is actually quite a scarce resource for me right now. I do still need to find that cave spider spawner and make that into a farm. Looking for a place to buy / download his stuff, was wondering. Yeah, Bandcamp is, I think, the official store for him as far as buying his albums goes. He's got a lot of other music on there as well, and I've actually not heard any of it, and I kind of want to check it out, but... Hi, friend. Drop me a trident, even though you're not actually throwing one, so you don't have one. Like the fact he kind of like keeled over slightly towards the end. Hey, Hope Starter, I'm good. How are you? Hope you're having a good one. Zloy just logged in. Hello. Try and take out the creepers from a distance. Don't want to blow up this lovely swamp. Not while there's still the possibility of slime. The drown just wanted a hug. They always do. Everything in this game wants hugs. Hugs, not bugs. I love the fact that the squid do ink now. That's such a nice change. Like, it's not even adding a new mob. It's just, like, improving the ambience provided by the ones that are already here. And that's really nice. Aluni12, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Pixels. Glad you're on board. Don't need sugarcane right now. Got a big old stack of it back at home. Okay, this is getting a little treacherous here. And I'm not seeing any more slimes. We're most of the way through the night. I think we should be good. Oh, Zloy didn't get the memo. No worries, we'll head home. Minus 298, minus 2632. Just in case anybody needs that. We're going to head home. Who's Lovely Jeff? I'm pretty sure Lovely Jeff used to watch me stream not too long ago, I guess. The name is familiar to me. I'm trying to think from where. Crazy Clasher, welcome along. Hope you're having yourself a good day. Welcome to today's stream. We're on the decidedly vanilla Minecraft server, and we are sailing back home with a pocket full of slime and various other mob drops. He's not a member of DV. No, that was Jefferson, with as many R's and F's as you care to add to his name. And yeah, Jeff used to play on DV, I think Season 3 he ended up leaving. Hunter Game, hello, welcome along. Jefferson is lovely though. He is. That's true. Like, the fact that his username isn't Lovely Jeff does not stop him from being lovely and also named Jeff. Lovely OP Jeff. OP Jeff was such a weird, like, thing. Just because he fished up one power 4 bow and ended up using it for the rest of the season, it was just instantly like, I think it was the first thing he fished up, that might have been it, but it's like, OP Jeff. Can we acknowledge the fact that I basically just went directly from that swamp to here, and it took like probably 1/8 of the time? Like, the travel time is nothing on the way back. But I guess I didn't know where the swamp was, so at least we know it's there now, so we can go and get some slime there if we need it. What server am I on? This is decidedly vanilla. It is a private and whitelisted Minecraft survival multiplayer server in 1.13 vanilla. Think of it as like Hermitcraft, but less famous. And yes, Archelaus joined in this season. He is a YouTube guy who has been making amazing high-production time-lapse videos for a while and has been dipping in and out of Let's Play stuff and has just been invited to join the server with us this season. Hello, Astro Jake. Welcome along. Welcome to the stream. How long have we been going for right now? Hour and 20. It feels like longer somehow. Longer and yet also shorter. Right, anyway, we've got enough stuff to make another sticky piston, which is really all I needed, so we'll pop that in there. Silver Dreamcatcher, thank you for the Tier 1 subscription. Very kind of you. Welcome to the Pixels. Enjoy your Pixel Hype emotes. You are one in a million. The return of an old member and the welcome of a new member. I mean, Jeff didn't come back, but yeah. We're talking about Jeff, but he hasn't returned. Have I seen the ocean monument with the kelp? Yeah, I saw loads of screenshots of those in the snapshots, and I think they look amazing. I think it's so nice to see stuff actually kind of blending in that underwater environment now. It's very, very cool. Right, let's get on this. Let's get on this. We need to work out what we're using for a floor down here. I'm probably going to just go with spruce planks for the moment, and then if we want to like re-theme it later, then we can. But for right now, we need to take that one out, and we need to have probably a double chest over here. I think it's like this. Because then, where's the hoppers gone? Yeah, one of those goes in there. We end up with a cobblestone wall there and a soul sand. There. So then when we walk up to that, we're bashing them at leg level. There we go. Now, up the side here, we need to have a sticky piston there to trap their heads. Dispenser goes in the middle of those, and then a sticky piston at the top with, I'm going to say, a chiseled stone brick just on top there. So then when this activates, those are both going to push forwards. And... oh, wait a second. No, the dispenser goes underneath the inside of that, like there. Because then it gets pushed forward, the stuff comes out the top there. Yes, perfect. Okay. And that's a sensible distance away from this as well. So that works. Just came to say hi because you're skateboarding at the moment. OG Dogmaster, that sounds like a very OG thing to do. Enjoy your skating. Now, how to enable a new default texture pack? Find the download Wells Night posted on the Hermitcraft subreddit, because that version has all of the textures programmed for 1.13. Like, you just have to go in and edit the text file to tell it where to put the textures. But if you don't want to mess around with all the technical stuff, Wells Night's done it for you. I think for this, what we need to do is put down... let's use some stone bricks here, because that way I know what's intentional and what's not. There we go. We can put that there. And if I remember correctly, we need a redstone torch on top of that, and then a slab coming out here so that doesn't connect to this, or it doesn't transmit signal to that. And then when we step on the pressure plate, the torch, yeah, and it gets a second pulse. Good, okay, so that's actually doing what it's meant to be doing right now. And luckily this is nice and easy to clear out because it's all made of dirt. And we need this block here to come out, and that's where all of the skeletons are going to drop down from the ceiling. Perfect. I took a break from Final Fantasy due to family and other stuff around 1.13. You are entirely correct. We will be going back to streaming Final Fantasy maybe 1 or 2 days a week, and then streaming Minecraft on weekends. But right now I'm so into the Minecraft stuff that I'm probably just going to put Final Fantasy on a temporary hiatus, and then we'll come back and do FF8 once the hype for Minecraft has died down just a little bit. I hope that's okay. Need to grab all of the coal from out of here. But yeah, I'm just really enjoying being back in the game, having a fresh world to work with, that kind of stuff. I said on Twitter, it's the breath of fresh air Minecraft needed, and I stand by that at this stage. I feel like the Minecraft community needed it more than the game itself needed it, in a way, but yeah. Iron Man MK7 Gaming, or Mark 7, I guess, if it's Iron Man. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Pixels. Hope you're enjoying your day and today's stream. Let's keep the sticks around. We don't need another lever for this. We do need one more redstone torch for the back section here. And I think this... Ah! Who turned out the lights? I think this now goes up into a block like there. Like that. And it's on right now, but it will be off again shortly. Am I getting this right? There's always part of this that I end up just building the proportions kind of wrong. I think I might have done it here. I think I might have built this like too close. I think the slabs actually end up going in a different spot. Like, they end up going here, and then they go up there like that. Like that. There, and then there. And then these two go along there. I think that's how it works. No, that's blocking the signal. It's not how it works. Okay, I might actually have to look up the design now, because this is the section that always gets me. Because I don't build these often enough to get it right every time. Alright, 2 seconds. Let's take a look at this now. I'll take one look at the design. I'll know what I've done wrong. What are we building? This is a skeleton spawner inside of here, and I'm currently building the kill mechanism for it, which is the only kill mechanism I ever use because it's the best. It was built by a Minecrafter who goes by the name of Derpcrafter with 2 R's. And yeah, it's the best kill mechanism ever devised by man. Alright, I will take this chest inventory off of the screen so you guys can actually look at something Minecrafty. He hasn't made a video for like 2 years either, but the guy made some pretty great stuff. And his video about this mob softener only has 6,000 views. Deserves like thousands more. Like tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands more, because it's the best. And it still uses an old, like... Wait a second. Have I done that right? I've done that bit right. Yeah, okay, I have done that bit right, because it's old and it uses a monostable circuit, like a one-pulse piston to do this bit, whereas I use an observer for it now, because observers do the same thing, and it's quieter. So that comes out there. Goes up, back like that. Okay, so I did get it right the first time, I think, in terms of the positioning of these slabs. It does go up there. And then the difference mainly is that this section here is filled in. I need to be able to get over there. Right? Yeah, that's definitely in the right place. Wait a second. Oh, I know what I've done wrong. I know what I've done wrong. I have built this bit incorrectly. I built it 1 block too far. Yeah. So I think we build it like this. And then that needs to go there. Because then, yeah, okay, all the components will be in the right place then, won't they? Alright. That's going to be better. So we need to shove this all back a block. I was wondering why that piston was staying extended for so long. Why not drop soften? Because it involves waiting for too long, and it also doesn't take into account mob armor. Because skeletons and zombies spawn with armor, and sometimes dropping them doesn't make them a one-hit kill because they've still got the armor on. This works around that in a beautiful way. Present for me in my enchanting chest. Thank you very much, Paige. What a lovely roommate you are. Okay, so I think that should be working better. If it works at all, which it isn't right now, because I need to move these over. because the input up there needs to be going into the block that the piston is pushing, not the piston itself, which is what I was doing wrong up there a second ago. See, this is why I'm slightly apprehensive about doing the whole farming thing with this season of DV, is because I'm not very good at troubleshooting this stuff myself, and I always end up having to look stuff up, and I don't want to have like a... I don't want to have a problem with looking stuff up, but I kind of do. I feel like now these go that way. And this goes... We need one more slab for that, don't we? Oh boy. Yeah, this always takes me a little while, and then once we get it, we absolutely nail it, and it's the best thing ever. Just putting these slabs all over the place right now. There we go, that's it. That's it, because then that goes into there, and the redstone runs up there, because then it activates the dispenser at the same time. Of course. Of course. It all seems so obvious now. It's the least obvious thing. And so that runs down into that. This has a redstone torch there, and then a redstone dot up there. And it just did a one-tick pulse to that slab, but it shouldn't do when we do this. Okay, that works. Great. Those are all the noises it needed to make, so we are in the clear. And I guess I'll just build a pillar up the side of this for the moment. Because that still works. Good. Good, good, good. Now I do need to bring these bits forward a little bit, though. Okay, yeah, that's... that's going to have to come over to here. So we do need to shift it one block over. Interesting. Not what I originally intended, but... I guess I could have moved all of the dispenser and stuff one block back. I would have done the same thing. But I didn't know what the problem was until I'd done it. Alright, see now we can put that there. Welcome back, Liara. We've fixed it. We did the thing and it worked. And I'm going to keep using spruce for this because I like it. Although spruce is not ideal for this. Do we have, like... Do we actually have fire tick off on this server yet? Did we do that first day or no? Because I don't really want all of this to burn up where I've used wooden parts. Because we need to throw lava in this thing in a second. No fire tick. We're sure about that? Okay, good. Let's have another... chiseled stone brick there. I like the chiseled stone brick for that because it looks like a target. Who do I prefer more in My Hero Academia, Uraraka or Aida? They're both awesome. Like I can't choose. They're so different. I would like to see Uraraka get more, like, actual hero moments. Because she had some really great moments in the tournament arc stuff, but since then she hasn't really done a huge amount of, like, awesome heroic stuff. Whereas I feel like Aida has, but he's just, like, obviously one of those type of guys. He's such, like, a lawful good character. Prefer Little Witch. Little Witch is great too. I feel like the second half of Little Witch really kind of tailed off into Akko just being terrible to everyone. I mean, ultimately not, but I just got really bored of that Diana character as well. She was kind of the worst. So what I plan to do with the strip logs is actually here. And I think we should be able to do it once I move this chest out of the way. Because again, I always put chests in the way. We can probably put it here like this. And that's not going to mess with the redstone at all. In fact, it probably wouldn't mess with the redstone if we put it there, would it? No, okay, so we can do this. I love the noise it makes. They've done really great work with, like, the sound stuff this time around. And we'll put it on top of there, except obviously that's going to block the chest, but don't worry, we will fix that. Probably by putting in, like, an oak stair or something, I guess. That'll have to do. We'll put that on there like that. Can we still open the chest? Yes, we can. Very good. We'll need to fill that up behind there, because that's ugly looking otherwise. Sure, that'll do. This is going to look real nice. If we end up using a spruce log here... I don't really like the way spruce stripped logs look as much as I do the other ones, which is a shame because spruce is my favorite wood type aside from that. Am I going to do a Realm SMP to invite you? Not you, specifically. You seem a little bit hyper there, buddy. Might want to calm down slightly. So now all we need is some glass. I don't have any sand. I don't think I've mined any sand all season so far. I mean, we didn't start super soon, but there you go. Fans in general. No, I have a Patreon server right now. It's the only real way I can afford the server hosting costs because I has a poor. So, yeah, like my server is patrons only. They help run the place. They kind of take care of the costs and everything. And that's patreon.com/pixelriffs if you want to check it out. But if you're unable to do that, no worries. You can always hang out and chat, and I'll share the experience of being on this server and other servers with you guys. Now the question is, do I have any sand? Really, no. No sand, no glass. Well, that can change. We will figure it out. I need to put away some of this stuff. I don't know why I have a minecart on me. Seems kind of unnecessary. And we've done all the redstone we need to do right now, so we can get rid of those somewhere. Maybe in here. Sure, why not? Let's dig some sand out of the bay. Can I do a Q&A now? You can ask me questions if you want. I reserve the right not to answer them, but you can always ask if you want to. Strip spruce looks moss-stained. Yeah, I think it might work a little better. Wow, Aqua Affinity. I really missed that. It might look a little better if it was, like, underwater, you know? Like, if it was partially submerged, then it would kind of look a bit more natural, but as it is, it doesn't look all that great. I love all of the other spruce woods, though, and the strip logs are really great. I just think the other colors work a lot better than spruce does. I think that should be all the glass we need. Any ideas on how to get onto a multiplayer survival server? Not any YouTube thing, just a general server. There is a subreddit. If you go on Reddit at all, there is a subreddit for, I think it's like r/MC servers. How get horse in boat? Can I get horse eye in boat? Yeah, if you're not looking for a YouTube server, there are probably quite a lot. It's just about whether or not you have, you know, people that you want to play with. Am I going to collab with YouTubers like Preston Plays, Sunday, Captain Sparkles, Dan TDM, Stampy Longhead, Barhan Canadian? No. It is unlikely that any of those people know who I am or want anything to do with me. And I know who all of them are, but only peripherally. I kind of have a policy of only collaborating with people who have either been recommended to me by people I know or who are people I already know. So, like, people on my server, and if somebody on my server says, oh, you should check out this guy, he's really cool, then, you know, they kind of have a recommendation. And I guess that works up the chain as well. So nobody has recommended to me from my immediate friend group that I should seek a collab with Dan TDM. Does that guy even play Minecraft anymore? Let's cook up some stuff in this other furnace as well, just save a bit of time. Yeah, they are kind of old generation YouTubers. Like, I'm pretty sure Captain Sparkles only does stuff with... Didn't he do... He did that thing with Seth Bling and Verizon where they had like a mobile phone in Minecraft and it was just all really weirdly hacked in. That was the last thing I remember ever seeing Captain Sparkles mentioned. I'm sure he's still doing stuff. He's probably having a whale of a time playing like variety games and things. But yeah, I feel like a lot of the old guard of original Minecraft videos have sort of died off. Long may their memories remain. So if we hop down here again, I say hop down, I mean fall, and catch ourselves on yonder ladder. And then we can pop some glass in here. In fact, I might put a log of some kind, or maybe even just a thing, another chisel stone at the top there. And then we bring the glass down like that, and then skellies get trapped. So let me explain to you, if you guys haven't seen this already, if you haven't seen this mob softener design before in any of my other videos, let me explain to you how it works. And for this demonstration, I will need the help of my lovely assistant, Bucket. So we're going to grab some lava from over here. We're going to put it in the dispenser. That is the first time I've picked up a bucket of lava on this server. That's somehow a surprise to me. So what we're going to do is sneak up in here, if I can, which I don't think I can because that is too much in the way. And if I step on the pressure plate, the piston withdraws. There we go. Can I... Excuse me, please. All right. My axe has silk touch, by the way. I should have told you guys that, but I'm quite happy that I finally got a thing with silk touch. So what happens is you step on this pressure plate, the piston pushes out both of those blocks, trapping anything in here at head height, and then stopping anything else from falling in through the top. Then you punch them once, they all go up into the lava and die, and all of the drops and XP come out at the bottom, and nothing burns up in the lava. Then you step off the pressure plate, everything retracts, lava goes back in the dispenser, and it's ready to use again. It is hands down the best kill mechanism I've ever seen in Minecraft. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Ant Venom is the only one you know of that still does mainly Minecraft videos. Yeah, I've seen some of his stuff. He tends to go vaguely the clickbaity route, but, you know, can't blame a guy for wanting to make money. I mean, you can blame a guy, but I prefer not to. If a YouTuber DMs me, do I do a collaboration with him? No. Almost never. But then YouTubers don't DM me very often. And a lot of the time, if they do, they are people I have no interest in collaborating with. One of the things I will give you guys some free advice. which is something that I give out all the time, so I don't know why I'm prefacing it this way. If you want to collaborate with somebody, don't just write to them and say, I want to collaborate on something, and then not suggest what that something is, because 9 times out of 10, that person is going to have to put in way too much work to come up with an idea that you should have come up with yourself. If you want to collaborate with somebody, send them an idea and ask them if they want to do it. Because a lot of the time they will still probably say no, but I'm much more likely to say yes to something if somebody says, I've got a collaboration idea, let's work on this map together, rather than like, hey, we should collab sometime, which is such a vague and disappointing thing to hear from somebody, because, you know, they're not putting in any effort in the collaboration, like, right off the bat. You're already being asked to do a lot of the heavy lifting, a lot of the thinking when it comes to collab stuff. And it's not the best way to approach collaborating with somebody, because they want a little bit more information right off the bat. And, you know, if they're interested in you as a person already, if, you know, they've seen some of your stuff and they're like, yeah, I'd like to collaborate with someone, then you can start a dialogue and you can think through that stuff. But so often, like, people, like, this has happened to me a couple of times. I'm sure it happens to everybody else a lot more. If you get an email from somebody that says, hey, let's collab, we should collab on something, but doesn't say what, that gets trashed instantly without a reply. It's just not worth your time. It just genuinely isn't worth your time. If you have any respect for your time and their time, then you just don't end up replying to stuff like that. It's sad, but it's true. Exactly. Zloy's nailed it in the chat. It's like, can I intrude on your fan base? Basically, it's like, can I basically scalp your audience because I have trouble growing my channel through sheer effort and content alone? It's kind of tragic, I'm sad to say. If I was asked to collaborate with somebody for a Let's Play series right now, what would you answer? I would probably answer no, because out of all of the people who are here in the chat, I'm not that interested in collaborating with anybody that I don't already. And I have enough Let's Play series that I don't need another one. Like, I'm only just starting this series, and I'm having a lot of fun with it already, but I don't need any more right now. So I would probably politely decline. What do I prefer, MCP, Minecraft, or Minecraft PC? Look at the version I'm playing and decide for yourself. It's clearly this one. Nothing against Bedrock Edition. I have played it and enjoyed it, but yeah, for whatever reason, I like Java Minecraft a lot more. The problems I've had with Bedrock Edition in the past have been that something about it just feels slightly sluggish. Like, there's this weird input delay that feels sort of unresponsive, and I don't know if I like that all that much. Like, it doesn't feel particularly, like, free-flowing. Like, and I'm so used to Java Minecraft at this point. That's the only thing I can compare it to. I just don't like it as much as I like Java Minecraft. Same concept as going to your boss with a problem instead of a solution. That's exactly it, yeah. I feel like Zembichi is probably a little bit further behind the conversation than everybody else. Sorry about that. I think there's probably slightly more of a delay for you. Paige is having a breakup with a horse in the chat right now. When I said collaborate, I meant with someone you know. Yeah, it depends who it was as well. Like, there's some people who ask me to do stuff, and I'm like, that sounds great, but I don't have the time. There's some stuff that it would depend entirely on the concept for the season. Like, if Python GB came to me and said, hey, I've just started this new series that he was doing a kind of pilot episode for the other day, where he was doing like a buffet generated world, and it was all like ice plains and stuff, I think. And it was all kind of like floating ice islands. If he came and said, hey, do you want to be a part of that? I would absolutely, because for a start, it seemed to do really well on his channel, so it's an easy yes from me. But also, I really loved collaborating with Python. I kind of miss doing it because he's a great guy. I want to work on something together in the future, but right now he's busy with Hermitcraft and his other series, so it's not the kind of thing that I call him up every day and say, hey, do you want to collab on something? Because evidently the man's got other things on his mind. He is going to try and come down and visit me in Brighton at some point, but we haven't figured out the details of that yet. Involving Zloy XP, how was it like to roleplay? What do you mean roleplay? Oh, with like Dwarven Mining Company and stuff, or with our previous DV series, because we used to do more like actual storyline based RP stuff on the old DV server. I don't tend to like doing that stuff myself because I don't know. I just like Minecraft so much that I'm like, why do you need to add to this with all of the other stuff? But then it's not the kind of Minecraft videos I typically like to watch. It's not the stuff that I seek out. And I always want to try and make content that I would watch 100% of the time. All the role-playing in Decidedly Vanilla. Yeah, there was some stuff that was kind of fun. Like, I tried doing a little bit of it, and is the kind of stuff that I've always got in the back of my mind. Maybe I should reintroduce stuff like the Trickster from Decidedly Vanilla Season 2, and that was a lot of fun, but I don't know where I would go with any of it. Like, I had a big thing in mind for the Trickster that was just, like, it was either too ambitious to pull off, or I just didn't have the time to do it because I ended up doing a ton of other stuff instead. Like my job took over, or I had other projects on the server that I wanted to... that kind of caught my attention a little bit more. Why is there hair coming out of my nose? Because I'm old. It happens when you're old. Get used to it. It'll happen to you. For real, though, I do have a really hairy nose. I have to trim my nose hair quite frequently. I know this is probably TMI, but you asked in the chat, so don't test me. I will tell you all about my nose hair. Freaking hairy nose. Right, we need to do the mob elevator thing next, don't we? We also need to... I'm probably gonna take the lava bucket out of this for a second. I'm trying to make sure that I don't accidentally step in it. That is a place where it would be fantastic to have a fish. Let me just say, like, if you could stand on a dispenser like that and just like a pufferfish or a tropical fish poked out of that, for some reason that's just really funny to me. I don't know why, but it is. Right, we pop on here, we take the coords of that. Wonderful. And I will try not to have them up on screen for ages because one of the things that I said I make the content I want to see. I really hate it when people just have the F3 up on the screen the entire time, and usually if their display is sized differently, it takes up like the entire field of view like it does with mine. I don't like seeing that, so I try not to do it too much in my videos. .5 is the best update in Minecraft. Is that the Bedrock one? So if I plant kelp, I know Paige gave me all that kelp, and I was probably meant to use it to make this water elevator great again. Do we? How we do? Also, how high up do I need to go for this to work? That's something I need to work out here. And if I open this in Previewer, there we go. Blocking out part of the stream chat for a moment, so I apologize if I'm not reading things. I just don't have enough monitors, man. So that's at Y level like 17, so we need to go, it's like 17... 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. We probably need to be up at Y 23-ish. How high does this go already? Okay, so that's probably, like, that andesite block up there is probably as far as we need to go, yeah? Let's swap the water buckets over and try again. Yeah, I want to go back for the kelp. I feel bad not going back for the kelp, but this water source is just slightly closer. How many people are online right now? Wow, okay. Has Whip woken up yet? What up, Jum? Okay, so yeah, if we go up a few more blocks, that should be fine. Who was that? Who's that pinging me? Fizzy Cash, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Pixels. Kelp, you have to wait for this, you don't. Yeah, that's kind of the feel right now. I do this stuff in weird orders anyway. Like, I always go back and forth with, like, tasks. I just tend to wing it. Well, wherever Germ is, then he's just started causing some block lag for everybody. 21. Okay, cool. Technical Augury, hello. Yeah, you have to wait for kelp to grow. I don't know how fast it grows. The tick rate on this server is default, so I don't know for certain if it's going to be all that fast. Okay, so that now is at 23, 24 kind of levels, so that is really where we want to be. Let's go back to that image for a second. So we want to go this way as far as 2025. Like there. And then we want to go this way as far as minus 1063. That's quite a distance actually, but that's not awful. 1063, that one. Yes, perfect. We got it. Sorry, iron, you will never be collected. And then we can block this one up as well. And sooner or later we will do this all with like better materials. We'll probably swap it out for concrete or something. And grab a couple more buckets. Do I have signs on me still? No, I don't. I think I used one. Logan, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Pixels. What's the water tunnel for? This is for a skeleton spawner. This thing here. Once we flip the lever, we get skeletons. And then they all go down there, and then they fall into this killing mechanism, which dumps a bucket of lava on their heads. End of story. Could really use 3 pieces of iron right now. I've got 3 pieces of iron. And plenty more in there, so I think we'll be good. Let's see if I still have... I have 1 sign. That's not going to be enough. Let's make 1 more, which I think should be enough. But you know what? We'll make 1... Or, well, we'll make 3 more, won't we, with signs? No, that'll do. That'll actually do. So we head up here to the top. Imagine we're a skeleton. Now I'm pretty certain if we can still do this, right? And that's still going to propel them. Yes, okay, good. So they're going to go around this corner. They're going to stop there. And then we do the same thing here. We put a bucket, like, there. And that still means that they get moved, right? Oh, are they going to get stuck on this corner? This is real slow. Oh, they're going to get stuck here. Okay. Well, that needs to change. Interesting. Maybe we need to put it here. Now I can't see. Need to put it like there. Oh, you can waterlog signs now. Huh. Yeah, but then it flows backwards is the problem. But yeah, they're going to be doing that jumpy thing they do. Oh, and then that pushes them that way. Oh, that sucks. In that case, we'll have to start it even earlier, won't we? And I probably do need more signs. Ha! Imagine that. I was wrong about something. Man, things are going to move real slow in water streams now. Hopefully they'll, like, push each other along a little bit. I can afford to drop this down one more block, can't I? So I'll probably just do that and then put this sign there. Boom. Nailed it. And it's a good thing there isn't still lava in there. Okay, I think this is ready for a road test, folks. What do you think? Put the lava back in and we'll find out, I guess. Can I have the glass back, please? Thank you. Alright. Let's give it a try. Sounds like they're spawning in there. Skeletons don't jump in water, they sink. So they're gonna move, but they're gonna move slow. They can get stuck at the elevator. Oh, we haven't put the thing in. We haven't put the soul sand in. That's an oversight. Hi, boys. Hello. Don't mind me, I'll just leave you to lag your way over there. Time for compact ice, maybe. Will packed ice still move them quicker? Does that... I guess that must happen, right? Because... that hasn't changed, it's just that items move along the surface of the water now instead of the bottom. Okay, well, it's a good thing we have Silk Touch and a large ice biome really close by then. Hi, boys. Yeah, we should probably put the soul sand in here, shouldn't we? Swoosh. So they can get stuck here, but then they'll push themselves in, probably. According to Impulse's first theory of skeleton interaction. Again, let's try that and see how it goes. Can't believe there's 50 people here. Thank you guys so much for being here. This is probably the largest stream audience I've had for a while. And it is great to be playing Minecraft again, I gotta say. I might also log in with my camera account just so we can troubleshoot this a little bit easier. It's a little bit cheaty, but hey, I don't mind. That's a skeleton, folks. So maybe we don't need to do it after all. That's 2 skeletons. That is a number of skeletons larger than 0, therefore we have succeeded. Sorry, sausage. I'm giving sausage jump scares. Alright, well, they're up there somewhere. You've only got 2 so far, so 3. Okay, that's 3. 4. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, because skeletons sink in fluids now, they don't stay in the lava for as long. They still die, which is the point, and I guess you can keep hitting them. But they come back down a lot sooner. That's kind of surprising. I mean, it's fine. But, yeah, still an unforeseen effect of that. I wonder if there's anything we can do to counteract that. Like, maybe if they landed on a slab or something, then that could work. Instead of having them land on soul sand, then we could just move the hopper one block up. Hi, friend. Yes, 1,500 followers on Twitch. So happy about that. So I feel like I've been really good with streaming regularly and stuff lately. Alright, let's try this. Now, if I kill you, I guess I've just got to hit them soon enough. We still get the drops. We still get the XP. It's just not as nice. That's such a weird thing to say, but I so much prefer the kind of clean approach that this has. It may also be that it's slightly laggy right now because there's so many of us on the server, so the server may have something to do with that, but I don't know. The real poop butt, thank you for the follow. And the pro rookie, thank you for the follow as well. Thank you guys for the support. I appreciate it. If I was invited to join Hermitcraft, would I join? Yes. Because that would be a very good thing for my YouTube career. And also, I would love to play with more of those guys because I've had the pleasure of collaborating with a bunch of them, and they're very nice people. Fred Meester, you love the Hermitcraft recaps and Fullcraft recaps. Thank you. We haven't done the Fullcraft recap for a long time, and we probably won't. But I appreciate you saying you like the Hermitcraft recaps. We put a lot of effort into those, so it is always great to hear when people enjoy them. Okay, this seems to be working all right, and it may even work a lot better when there are fewer other players on the server. I'm not certain. I don't think these spawners are really affected by like mob cap stuff at all, but it is working very well as far as I can tell. So thankfully we don't have to do too much troubleshooting on this one. I'm kind of okay with it, and maybe once we get a little bit more technical, then we can figure out a way of moving them faster. If the ice thing works for mobs, then that's probably a really good move. But I think we're probably going to just chill here for the moment, guys. I'm going to get myself a drink because I'm really thirsty. It's very warm here and I haven't drunk enough. So I hope you guys are okay just chilling out, listening to the music for a couple of minutes while I go and get a drink and stretch my legs. But don't worry, we'll be back and we'll do a couple more things here. Probably decorate some stuff around the spawner before we wrap up today's stream. So see you in a couple of minutes. I'll be right back. Hello. I'm back. How are you guys? Hopefully I'm not freezing cold and freezing in cold Britain. I'm really not. I'm really not. It is very, very warm here. So what's up, folks? How's everybody doing in the chat? It's the first Minecraft stream you've attended. Yeah, I know. I've been streaming Final Fantasy for the last few months, and it's kind of nice to get back into streaming Minecraft. I always used to feel a little bit more kind of, I don't know, tense when I streamed Minecraft because I had so much stuff to think about. I used to get a bit frustrated with my brain not working right. But I think now I've just gotten into the groove of streaming in general, that streaming Minecraft is a little bit easier for me. Should have left the light off, so I had a couple of pile of things to kill. Yeah, on the other hand, we have entity cramming enabled on this server, so I'd only have had a maximum of 24 things to kill anyway. And stuff does seem to be moving kind of slow, so maybe we should go the ice route. Have a good one, Auntie Lammy. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you soon. Done with skateboarding now, watching that while you're mining your single-player world. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Can anyone join the server I'm playing on? No, this is it's similar to Hermitcraft, really. It's like a private, whitelisted SMP for YouTube creators. It's invite only, so it's one of those don't call us, we'll call you sort of situations. For Gaming, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Pixels. Hope you're enjoying your day and today's stream. Can I please turn off the music? I can turn it down, but I kind of like having music on in general, so it's going to change tracks pretty soon anyway. I always find Minecraft kind of empty feeling a lot of the time, so the music helps with that. So I wanted to take down... Oh, Awuga's found another fortress. Awesome. So, yeah, I wanted to take down some dark oak logs for decorating some stuff. Let's move some of the kelp blocks down there as well, because those will be good. What else do I want down there? That's the question. Is it just me, Paige, and Cora the only Final Fantasy players among the DV server people? Probably, yeah. I don't really know of anybody else who's into the FF games in the way that we are. Yes, thank you, Zloy. Tested compressed ice and blue ice in creative. They move the same speed as cobblestone. Do they? Oh, that sucks. Okay, I guess we've got a kind of slow skeleton spawner then. Maybe we'll work on, setting stuff up a different configuration. I wonder if there is space for me to build the kill mechanism, just above bedrock. Oh, there he is. Achieving stuff in the chat. If we're at Y16 here, there might be room for me to build this kill mechanism in a spot where they could just drop down into it from here, which would save a lot of time. Yeah, the fact that they sink now is kind of annoying. The fact that they sink in, 1 block deep water as well. I mean, why even bother? In oceans and stuff I can understand, but then now you're getting into biome-specific behavior, I suppose. Not really a huge amount we can do about that. So I want to do the strip log thing. One of the things I love about strip logs is they look really great in this kind of gradient pattern almost. If you build it outwards from the center point there, like that, then they blend together really nicely like that. That looks kind of pretty to me. And so, what should we make out? What should we do the floor out of? What? Maybe we could do the regular, logs. Log classic. That's what we could go with here. Coming out from there, maybe. I don't know. It's weird because of the symmetry of this bit. It doesn't really add up super well. I don't think Optifine for 1.13 is already out. I think it's being worked on, and they have like an alpha build of it ready, but I don't think it's been distributed yet. Let's turn this thing on whilst we're decorating, because it'll be nice to have some stuff to play with. How's life on the DV server today? It's looking pretty good. Aside from the fact that the mob mechanics make moving skeletons around a little more kind of unreliable. Oh, wow. Excuse me. Caught that one on camera. Maybe put some spruce planks down here. It's got a kind of almost Scottish tartan feel about it, that. I don't know if I like the top textures so much as I like the side ones. So maybe we'll just go spruce planks and stone brick. .13 seem to have so many Minecraft plugin makers, developers, and scurrying to contend with code updates. Yeah, totally. There's been a lot of internal changes, so everybody is a little bit like, well, what do we do? Got to adapt now. Let's do something like this. Have like a little stone brick border around here, maybe. And that's a dark oak log on the edge there that we can just have. There we go. And then it looks like it sinks into the floor. You've got that depth thing going on there. Oh, excuse you. Go there. Yep, there's a few of them piling up in there already. That's good. Adopt, adapt, and improve. There you go. That's a good philosophy to have in basically any part of life, I suppose. I tell you what we could do opposite the chest there. We could put this crafting table down there. That'd be kind of nice. Dr. iMix. Or Drimix, whichever one you prefer. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Pixels. Glad to have you on board. Yeah, skeletons are moving slowly because apparently they sink in water now. They don't do that jumping up and down thing on the edge of the water. And apparently it's been tested in a creative world by somebody in the stream chat, and they don't really move any faster on ice or anything, so we'll see if we can find a solution to that later. But for now, I just want to get this place set up a little bit, want to decorate it. And then the skeletons are going to pile up in here. We're going to get a trickle of XP from that, which is always welcome. They burn slower as well. Weird that they take 2 hits to kill now instead of 1. And I gotta say, I was kind of spoiled by the multiple zombie spawners in the last server. But mainly what I want from this, more so than XP after a certain point, is going to be just bones. And sooner or later, somebody on the server is going to find a double spawner, and that's going to be it for XP. That or an Enderman farm, or basically anything like that. Any of the higher end experience farms. Even a Guardian farm is going to be probably better for XP than a standard, like, double zombie spawner kind of thing at this point. Could deal with the elevator being up higher so they took damage upon landing. I guess so. I guess that could work. And then it's like a slightly higher chance of getting a one-hit kill. We are playing on normal difficulty, yeah, so if we crank that up to high difficulty, we should get better experience yield from stuff if we wanted to, if XP became like a problem. Set up your skelly spawn to trash arrows. Yeah. I feel like I want to do more with... I think the effect arrows, like the potion effect arrows, are woefully neglected. Like, because they're not that good. I kind of wish they ended up being used more. And I would love to just convert a ton of these arrows into, like, glowing arrows, for example, and use them for stuff. Except, a lot of the time, by the time you can make glowing arrows, there's no point in the glowing thing, because the two things that you can't kill in a single hit are the Ender Dragon and the Wither, and neither of them can have the glowing effect. They're both, like... Immune is the wrong word, but... Yeah, neither of them are able to glow. Is there any way to strip enchantments in vanilla? Only by combining two items. So, like, if you combined that bow with that bow just in an inventory rather than in an anvil, it would lose the enchantments on it. Spectral arrows used for a minigame. Yeah, exactly. Like, they're only good for stuff like that. Little kind of minigames and PvP things. I don't know why I'm lighting this up, because we're under mushroom fields, so I don't have to. Hence why I just stood there and AFK'd without, like, walling myself in or anything. But, yeah, I'm in the habit of it, and I do want to light some stuff up. Don't want to just live in darkness the entire time. Got any more spruce on me? I do. Good. Wow, how many people on the server now? Lonely Jet is Loy's camera account, though. So technically it's still the same person. Video quality. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, light does allow you to see things a little better on the YouTubes. We put that there. There's something about them. They're cool, but I don't know quite how to use them yet. They're like presents. Like, they look really good under a Christmas tree if there were other colours of kelp block. Yeah, 2 swipes is alright. That's my rapper name, by the way. 2 swipes. Can you imagine having a rap artist called 2 swipes? You think you're going to swipe right, but then you swipe left. Any reason on Xbox One the fishing farms don't work? Because it's a different version of Minecraft, so a lot of the stuff is coded differently, and so are the mechanics. Like, I'd be surprised if any, like, redstone-related thing worked the same on Xbox as it did in vanilla Minecraft on Java Edition. Turing Gux. Or Turing Ux. I don't know. Thank you for the follow, anyway. Welcome to the Pixels. Sam A. Favorite moments in DV per season? I don't know. There's some cool moments here and there. I really liked... In DV Season 1, I really liked when Swordfish and I went to B-Ran's vault and turned it into a bouncy house. Well, not a bouncy house, but like a ball pit. That was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with that. And Swordfish was a great guy. I really miss him. Not that anything happened to him other than he, you know, has a job. Season 2... Oh, we did so much good stuff in Season 2. By the way, 30 levels. That was actually not terribly long to wait, so... I need to get an enchanting setup down here as well. I really need to do something like that. Yeah, there's some good stuff in Season 2. Season 2, we had... I really liked some of the stuff we built at... is it Farhaven at that point? All of the havens. I get really mixed up with the havens. I'm so glad that we haven't named our town yet, and it's not something to do with havens. Like the spawn town on this server, I mean, because it was Freehaven on DV2, and then it was Farhaven on DV3, and then it was Seahaven, and they're just like Blarhaven and Blurhaven, and it just happens. Am I the Hermitcraft Recaps editor? Zloy is the Hermitcraft Recaps editor, which is why he's now yelling at you in the chat. Haven, 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 Haven. It just becomes like a Jerry Lewis impression. What else from DV? I feel like Season 3, I did the museum thing, and I really wish I had done more with that. And then Season 4 was good. Had a lot of fun with Season 4. Really liked all of the stuff we built at the jungle, the shipwreck. Some pretty great moments. Oh, I tell you what was really great in, I think it was Season 3, was the time we raided an ocean monument just using signs. Still one of my favorite things. Still, like, canon way of raiding an ocean monument as far as I'm concerned. Is the Trickster going to return anytime soon? I was talking about this earlier. Probably not. Like, I just don't know where to go with any of it. Like, I had this vague idea for a story that never really panned out, and I don't feel like it really needs to go anywhere. I'll just prank people, you know? It was just an excuse to be like, I have this persona that pranks people. I haven't seen the clip where Iskall knocked Doc off the drowned farm. Somebody sent that to us on Twitter and said, hey, you should include this in the recap. And we were like, we don't cover live streams, and there's already like tons of other stuff that we want to cover this week. But no, I haven't gotten around to watching it yet. Basically, my entire time has just been spent like watching the other Hermitcraft videos. The stuff that I actually need to watch and take notes on for the recap. And we appreciate people sending us links to stuff that happens on live streams because, you know, sometimes it's funny. But yeah, like we don't have time to cover all of the live stream stuff. And once if we put in some clips from live streams, then inevitably it creates that atmosphere where they're like, oh, you covered the live stream that one time, therefore I will send you all of these clips that we, you know, didn't really want to include either. Yeah, I saw the drawing Hope started. The drawing is really cute. Did I find my gifts yet? Oh, no, I didn't. Enchantment chest, right? Was it this one? Not that one. This one. Oh, bottle of enchanting and 6 fish. And an iron sword, apparently. Is that... Oh, that's mine. Thank you so much. A bottle of enchanting. Awesome stuff. Did you get that from a village or from a chest? Because I think you can get them both places. I still think that the bottles of enchanting are meant to be like in-flight elytra fuel. Once your elytra has mending, you just carry a bunch of bottles of enchanting with you, and then you can fly wherever, basically. We can't stop the presses every time Iskall is a jerk to someone. Yeah, that's it's no longer news that Iskall likes to push people off things. Doc really wanted to swear. Yeah, I imagine like 90% of the time Doc is like holding back a cuss, like a really heavy German cuss. I know about phantoms, right? Boy, do I. Considering the Hardcore Hermits recap was basically me making fun of people for dying to phantoms, it's... the minute it happens to me, I'm never going to hear the end of it. So glad Doc is back on the groove. Yeah, it's good to see people actually like having fun with a season instead of producing videos out of some sense of obligation to do so. I feel like that's the problem Etho said he was having, was like I want to make a series, but I also want to just have fun with it. And if I'm not having fun, then making videos just seems like a chore. And yes, it's, you know, you could argue it's his job, but nobody really knows if it's Etho's job or not. I was saying to Zloy earlier that Etho has like the approach of like a hobbyist YouTuber, but the numbers of a professional YouTuber, and nobody can quite work out which one he is. It's like, is he this absolute powerhouse content creator, or is he just like a bloke who wants to make videos on the weekends? You know? And I feel like people have talked about sometimes he takes time off and doesn't produce videos as regularly because he's like helping out with his family business. And I'm like, does he just have this other job? And the YouTube thing is like all a bit on the side for him with his like nearly 2 million subscribers. Etho's an enigma. Exactly. And it's the kind of thing that he'd probably never share with us because he's a private guy, which is understandable. But man, I wish I had his approach and his numbers. But we're not going to get into a counting game. We're not about counting here. Oh, it just occurred to me. I have a Silk Touch axe. I should probably just go and get some grass with this. I should probably get some grass. And now we've got the enchanting thing. We can probably try and get a Silk Touch shovel just to make it a little bit easier. Thank you for that follow. Not going to read the username, but thank you. Watched him for 4 years and we barely know anything. And that's the thing, like, you know, you're not... That person does not owe you information because you've watched them. And I know that's not what you're saying specifically, but, like, it's the kind of thing where, like, if you're watching somebody, you're watching them for the content. And after a certain point, I think people expect to be watching somebody for their personality and for some sort of investment in their life. And that's not what everybody wants from content creation. That's not what everybody wants from the life of a YouTuber. Like, you don't automatically get to know where me and my wife go on holiday because you watch my videos. It doesn't work that way, you know? And I feel like that's a fairly extreme example, but there's also, you know, there's some truth to that. And some people are totally comfortable with that. Like, B-Dubs has his whole, like, vlog thing where he shares so much of his family life, or he did a while ago. Do I watch Echo Soldier? No, I've raided him a couple of times. I think he's raided me back once. But no, we do not cross paths often, other than that. Etho is like his skin, super calm and you know nothing about him. Yeah, it's he does kind of embody the Kakashi thing more often than you might expect. Yeah, I expect B-Dubs is doing okay. I expect he's probably reached the conclusion that, like, again, I don't want to speak for the guy. I obviously can't. I don't know what the deal is, but after the loss of his third daughter, he's like, well, I've still got these two daughters that I should be really spending more time with, because he has said in the past that he was pulling like 16, 17-hour days just making YouTube videos. And I feel like while his daughters are young, he just wants to be able to spend time with them. So maybe his wife is doing a bit of the work, or maybe they have enough saved up that they can kind of take it easy for a while, and he just wants to like spend time with them. Kind of, I think they're still like preschool age, so he wants to make sure they get like a decent sort of home education before they go to school, or if they're homeschooled, he wants to spend time with them. I don't know. I don't know the whole story, but I expect he is probably spending as much time as he can with them, because he has realized that life is precious and you only get one. Not that that's something he didn't know before, but it's kind of been driven home for him, I guess. You saw Wild Jessassin in the chat of one of the videos. Yeah, he's rejoined Season 6. He's made 2 videos already. He even joined the Hermitcraft Recap Discord, although I encourage everybody not to bug any of the hermits as they come in, because Zloy does that for the rest of you anyway. Let's put the spruce saplings in here. I don't need to regrow anything right now. I just need to start putting more chests down, don't I, really? Move some of this stuff out here, give it some space. It's so cool just being able to place chests side by side like that. I'm still not getting over that quite yet. I'm also still not quite getting used to the mechanic of, like, having to place it down without shift-clicking it. I just always shift-click chests. I don't know why, I just do. There we go. Anything else I can drop off up here? Not really. We'll put a pickaxe in here, and that way we can use it as a template for enchanting things. Speaking of that, are we going to get Silk Touch? No. Or, well, not guaranteed, I guess. Do I watch PewDiePie? I do not watch PewDiePie. He does not seem like the kind of person I would want to watch. Sharpness 4. Could upgrade the sword, I guess. I want more than Sharpness 4, though. How about a fishing rod? If I can get Luck of the Sea 3 at any point, that would be nice. A sword. Unbreaking 3. Again, not great, but then this doesn't have Unbreaking yet, so that's not terrible. I guess the next thing to think about is armor, really. I've got 12 diamonds right now, so I can make basically anything. I also do want a Silk Touch pickaxe, but I don't think I'm getting that because the tool thing was just Unbreaking, wasn't it? Yeah. And the tools always have the same set of enchants, unless there's something unique to one or the other that you can get as a bonus. So let's start making diamond armor. It may as well be the time. We'll definitely need some Depth Strider boots. So that's good. Yay, advancements. Unbreaking 3. See, this is the problem. I don't want to end up with, like, projectile protection or blast protection. So Unbreaking 3 is nice, but it's not optimal. Iloof Cats, thank you for the 4 months. So kind of you. Really appreciate the 4 months of support. Woe indeed. Yeah, let's get some hype in the chat for Iloof Cats, folks. Let's see some hands raised. If you're just going to ask me, like, person by person who I watch, this is going to be a very long conversation, and it's going to be no to most of them. Like, the only people I watch right now are... I occasionally watch some Rooster Teeth content, so like Rooster Teeth channel, Achievement Hunter channel, Let's Play channel. Then Hermitcraft, because of the Hermitcraft recap, and because they're all really good content creators. Some of the people on DV who I have time for, that's basically it. Like, sometimes I will watch Good Mythical Morning, but, like, I really don't have time to watch any more videos than I am right now, because, boy, I have a lot of stuff to watch for the Hermitcraft recap. Let's just enchant this book with Sharpness 4. That seems like the best option right now. Nice, just Sharpness 4. What do we got? Protection 4, very good. Protection 4 on a chest plate, better. So we can grab some more levels for that. I'll put the Sharpness 4 book in here. We can use it later. I've got a couple of other things, including Unbreaking 3, Riptide 3, and then Loyalty 3 on a separate book. So I really want a Trident. But I will need to go and raid some Drowned for that, and I do not know if I can do that in my current state. I only have Protection 1 on some of my armor. Notice the fan reaction degree in joining the Hermitcraft server. I thought a lot of people were very happy about it. How do me and Zloy decide who watches which Hermit for the recap? We talk about it, and then we ask each other, do you want to watch this person or should I? Like, there's not really like a kind of... We don't do rock, paper, scissors or anything. We just discuss it. I don't really know how to say it other than that. Like... When Grian joined, I was watching 10 people, Zloy was watching 9 people, so it was kind of obvious that he should probably take Grian. When Jassassin joined, I was like, well, you took the last guy, so I'll take this guy. Yeah, like, we just talk it through. Zloy has some people he prefers to watch, some people he's been watching for a while, and he knows, like, more of their kind of history with Hermitcraft, which helps a great deal. Like, he knows all of the stuff, like, from False's videos before she even joined Hermitcraft, which is why we were able to make a joke about that from, like... What even was the server she played on before? I can't remember what it was called now. But yeah, we were able to make jokes about that. And his connection with Zombie Cleo. Exactly. So yeah, Zloy obviously watches all of Cleo's videos. Because he would anyway. Anything else I can click into my inventory from here? Anything else we picked up? The iron. Okay, good. I just want to clear these chests out so we can actually get to decorating. You have no connection with Zombie Cleo. You have a rapport with Zombie Cleo. I would call that a connection. I think Hypermine is probably the one, yeah. The one I'm thinking of. Can I show you the houses that I build? Not on this server, because I haven't built any yet. You could go to my YouTube channel and watch those, though. youtube.com/pixelriffs. This is getting too hectic. The storage system is getting out of control. It's becoming self-aware. Right, so before we build a house, we're probably going to have to build a storage system. Yeah. Always a little bit cagey about those jumps. I should get a magma block column to bring me down, and a soul sand column for the way back up. That would be kind of good. Let's leave a few spruce things down here because we're clearly going to decorate with some of those. Anything else? I tell you what, just throw that away. Take the pumpkins. How do you like 1.13? I love it. There's a couple of mechanics that are still yet to emerge. Like the skeleton thing, with them not being able to move quite as fast in water. Why am I still homeless? I wanted to get certain things started before I built anything here. Like, I wanted to get the, I wanted to get Silk Touch so I could get some grass here. Because what I build kind of depends on the environment a little bit more, and I don't want to build something that, like, looks really good with the mycelium and the mushrooms around, but then when I put grass in and start converting it into a city, it just doesn't feel right. Like, I just need the right environment before I get going with this stuff. And also the right materials. Like, I've been kind of going back and forth about the type of materials I want to use. It's probably going to be kind of modern-looking stuff like concrete and things, because I want to build, like, a superhero city kind of thing. But, yeah, I haven't really fully decided on any of that yet. There's a hopper here, which I guess can go in here. This is kind of technical supplies right now, I guess. Got so much coal. Farm room is starting to look awesome. Yeah, once we clear out some more of the stuff, it'll look pretty good. We'll take down some more spruce. I need to cook some more of this cobble, actually. We've got so much cobble and no smooth stone left. And I had hoppers underneath these, but I took them out because I wanted to get the experience from these. At the time, I was like, yeah, we probably need to keep the experience flowing, even though I'm building a farm for the stuff. Can I build a city? I can. I plan to. Just not right now. Alright. I think before the sun sets, or as the sun sets, probably, I need to go out and find some grass. So let's do that. And no, that's not a drug reference. I see you guys in the comments. What's my FOV at right now? Normal, so 70. What's my viewer count at right now? 63. Thank you guys so much for being here. It means so much. Has Loy managed to force that stupid thing into working? I assume he's still working on the dark room mob spawner. If I'm going to make something in the style of San Francisco, I'm going to make the classic train type thing. What, the trams? Absolutely. One of the things I really want to make is like a tram car. I think it's going to look pretty good. Do I remember all the tree puns in the Hermit's Axes? What, in the sort of Logfellas days? To be honest, I came in like halfway through Season 4, and I don't remember all of them, because the Logfellas stuff was basically ending around the time we took over the Hermitcraft recap. I might have to do this bit on foot, because I can't find a way through here. Alright, we'll hop out of the boat, we'll take it with us. They say you can't take it with you, but I think we will. I see lights over there. I see cameras, I see action. Don't see how people Can play without being at 90 or more. You wouldn't like No Man's Sky then. Or Pixark. Pixark is the worst. Like, I had to pull the FOV slider on Pixark all the way out, and it was still kind of, like, closed in, you know? I'm playing in windowed. Like, I'm not playing 1080p, I'm playing 720p windowed. And that does help when it comes to having FOV set at normal. Like, I occasionally play at 80. 80 is a little bit better. But it's all just about what you get used to and the range at which you think you can use tools. But then I've seen some people who play in like Quake Pro mode, and I'm like, it's not for me. Not for me. I have headphones and stuff that I wear some of the time, yeah, but right now it's just too hot, and I have closed back headphones, which also have massive, like, warm pads on them, which is great in winter. Like, my head never gets cold in winter. Right now, it is absolutely roasting in my office with the computer running and the heat from just the outside world. The windows are open, but I could not wear my headphones right now without, like, sweating profusely, and I don't want to have to put you guys through watching me sweat, as if I've not been doing that for the stream entirely already. So, yeah, I decided to put the speakers on and just turn the volume down a little bit. Can I catch a fish with the boat? No, I don't think fish will get in the boat in the same way that other mobs do. I don't think it works that way, sadly. $100 to $105 FOV. Man, that's gonna be crazy. Like, 105. Yeah. I don't know. It's like you're always traveling at speed. To me, that's what it looks like somehow. All right, let's start a little grass section over here, shall we? Wait, is this my... That's my unbreaking shovel. We need efficiency. Look at that color. That's the color I want. That's why we're here with this grass. Oh, the green. It's so bright, so vibrant. And hopefully if we can stop the mycelium spreading, obviously it's going to a little bit, but if we get a return for investment on our grass, then you, stop that. That's what we want. Let's keep it lit. Fam. Do I have a cape yet? No, I don't. They didn't give them out when I attended the Minecon event in London, because it was Minecon Earth, and they weren't giving out capes for that one. I don't mind, though. I'm not, like, obsessed with capes the way some people are in the community. A thin border between office and oven, yeah. And yeah, I don't know if they plan to give out capes and stuff in future. I think the one cape I would have a chance of actually getting would be the... There's like a marketplace contributor cape when you've made like 3 or 4 different maps that have got, or texture packs or whatever, that have gotten approved to be distributed through the marketplace on Bedrock. The bear is now in the boat. I know, I think he wandered in there himself. I thought somebody had put him in there, but I think he got in there himself. Also, if I get in the boat with him... Can I get in the boat with him? Oh, I can. How does... He's like sideways because he's so big. He takes up the entire boat. What a legend. I'm still waiting for more names, by the way. Go into the comments of my latest YouTube video and leave a name for the bear. You could do it in the chat now as well, but I would, like, forget all of the names. So do it in the YouTube comments. That's where I'll be able to look at them later. I could create my own cape from an app. Yeah, I know there's Optifine capes are a thing, but I don't care enough to bother. Absolute units. For some reason, that meme still tickles me out of everything. Like, I roll my eyes at so much stuff on the internet now, but that the absolute unit thing still just makes me laugh. I'm easily amused. If we trash the mycelium all around it, then it's going to be harder for it to spread to the grass. Look, the grass is taking over. Oh, so pretty. Yeah, I need to get a silk touch shovel so I can do this, like, en masse. But, yeah, it's going to be nice having grass spreading out around here. And I could do the water bucket trick, but it just takes so long and it's annoying. And I want to be able to start building in the meantime without half of the island being covered in water. Just looks ugly. Little Scruples, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Pixels. Great to have you on board. Umaro. Am I playing the new update? I am. How do I find that? Yeah, there you go. Minecraft 1.13. It's behind the event list. Let me hide the event list. No, let's not do that. You'll have to take my word for it. It's 1.13. Look, kelp. There you go. There's your proof. The proof is all around us. Icebergs, kelp, and seagrass. It's not modded. It's the thing. Good FF6 run. Thanks. I had a lot of fun with that game. That game is really good. Like, I think it might be one of my favorites in the series now. Probably like it more than FF7, which is a game I have such nostalgia for, but it has somehow not aged as well as FF6 did. I don't know what the best way of doing this is, really. I don't think there's a good way other than get Silk Touch. Question mark, question mark, question mark, profit. Chichazon, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Pixels. Hope you're having a good day. Fan-made FF6 games? I've never heard of any fan Final Fantasy games. Or maybe I have, like, in passing, but I've never really, like, looked into them. Will a stone border prevent it spreading? Not, I mean, it would, but if you make a large stone border, I think it can spread up to like 3 blocks away, so. I realized I left this off, but then I wasn't in spawning range, so nothing actually happened until I got back. Oh well. Rock opera of the FF6 opera scene with Queen-like vocals. Dude, that sounds amazing. Is anyone going to go and see that new film about Queen? I think it's just called Bohemian Rhapsody, isn't it? With the guy from Mr. Robot as Freddie Mercury. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Did I watch Skyscraper with The Rock? No. No, I did not. Was it any good? I'm not a big fan of those, like, disaster movie type of things. Never really was my genre, you know? Oh, we're onto the music disc tracks now. Hey, fellas. Nice of you to drop in. Sans, where is the humor? Advent Children is a great movie. We've rented this so many times. I've not seen Advent Children for the longest time. Is it better if you watch it in Japanese? Because I remember it being kind of cringy in English. Well, I feel like they re-released it recently and it had more material and it kind of made it better, from what I heard. I can't remember exactly how it all went. Skyscraper is good, like another Die Hard. Like another Die Hard, though? I mean, Die Hard probably gets nostalgia points. Like, I don't know if it's that good as a movie, but Die Hard, though, like, Skyscraper is equivalent to Die Hard. I would be interested to see what other people make of this opinion. Like another Die Hard. Strong words there. Strong words. I don't know if I'm just joking around here. I reckon if we can make this room kind of symmetrical on all sides, that'll be kind of neat, and then it can lead out to other things. I always do this with spawner rooms, so I don't know why I'm talking about it like it's such a big decision, but... Biggest question of the day, is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Absolutely. As is Iron Man 3, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Basically anything Shane Black directed ends up being a Christmas movie. What about moving the entrance? Yeah, we're going to move the entrance. It's not going to be like on top of the spawner every time. Unbreaking 3. Cool. I have so many arrows now. The bones, though. The bones are what I want. I'm in it for bone meal at this point. In fact, we may as well start moving some of the stuff down here out of the way. Is that like a fully repaired bow? No, I'm seeing things. Let's combine those because we don't need the enchants. Just get rid of that. Great stuff. Almost fully repaired. Look at that. Oh, there is a fully repaired one in there. It's just at the top. Now I have a machine gun, ho ho ho. It's like, of course it's a Christmas movie. Yeah, I'll probably end up making an overflow thing for this at some point. But oh hey, fresh skeletons. There we go, and 30 levels again, just like that. Okay, this is going to work out better than I thought. I was a little bit pessimistic about it when I saw how slowly the skeletons were moving, or like how slowly a player was moving compared to the skeletons, but I don't know. You can sleep in a bed submerged in water. Do you still, like, drown? Is sleeping going to save you from drowning in this game? That'd be kind of great. Let's keep going around here. I do want to do the same thing I did over there with the stairs, the stone brick stairs, but I don't have that much stone brick on me right now. That is a stone button. Today Pixelrus forgot how to make stone brick. Let's cook up some more cobble though. I'm not going to use it for anything else right now. There. Now, stone brick stairs, please. Thank you. Getting a very slight, like, lag kind of effect happening here. Just lagging a little bit every time I break a block. Stuttering slightly. If pods will also spread like grass and mycelium, a three-way war over dirt, yeah. Sadly, Podzol does not unless you plant trees manually, so you just have to be the emissary of Podzol in that particular fight. One, two, three, four. Yeah, okay. So that does work the way I thought it did. Like that. One of my favorite things about Brooklyn Nine-Nine is how much of a stan he is for Die Hard. It's really funny. To the point where they have an episode like Die Hard and then they give Boyle all of the Die Hard bits to do. Just because they like making fun of Jake. It would be a turf war. If pods all spread, it would be a turf war. GG. Bark blocks are a thing now. I don't know if I want them here. Right here, right now. I don't think that's the... vibe we want to go with. I think that goes there and then that goes there, right? And then we have the log. The shaved log or whatever it is. Stripped. There you go, the strip log. And then each of the doorways can look similar to this, I guess. Do I watch Black Lightning? I don't. My friend Joel recommends it, though, I think. I think I've heard him say he liked that show. And so we want the spruce to go there, right? No. No. Wrong. Is that wrong? Yeah, the spruce goes here. And then you have like a 3-block wide doorway. Maybe frame it with the stripped oak logs. I watched other Final Fantasy content creators occasionally. I've seen a couple of streamers and... who's the guy? There's a couple of them like Pro Jared and Tetra Ninja who I've watched like a couple of them, but not like super regularly or anything. I'm not like really committed to watching their stuff. Do I watch Riverdale? No, I'll save you some time. I watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and that's kind of it right now. I do want to watch Final Space now it's on Netflix, because I've been looking forward to that show for ages, and it never got a release over here on a channel that I could watch. But yeah, I'm really going to dig into Final Space when I have a bit of time. But this week I do not have a great deal of time outside of content creation and working and the Hermitcraft recap. That is too small for a doorway. What are you doing? What kind of... Yeah. We're building for Peter Dinklage here. I'm sorry, I don't want to make jokes like that. Strip logs like that, and... I figure that will work. We can even put strip logs down the sides here, maybe? I don't know. Maybe lights behind there instead. Did I watch the World Cup? Yeah, I watched bits of it. I didn't watch the whole thing. I don't follow football that much, so... Obviously, I got kind of into it because England were doing all right for a while, but then they didn't do all right after that. So, although my American family was visiting at the time, and my brother-in-law and his girlfriend are both into the soccers, so they tend to tune into the matches later on, and we got a little bit into watching the final. Oh, entity cramming just kicked in. Okay, we better go and fight some skeletons then. Hi, boys. There we go. Maybe that's the new technique. Wait for them to entity cram themselves once so everything takes damage. Then you knock them into the lava. Solid technique. I like it. This is a server. This is the decidedly vanilla server. My usual YouTube SMP. Zloy XP is now sleeping. Quick, take his stuff. Yeah, it's okay. It's very wooden right now. Maybe we'll take those out and figure something else for this later. Don't know if we really want the stone bricks in there, do we? No. We'll come back to this design. It's still a work in progress. I see the Cycroft with leaf stone. Yeah, I saw Mumbo Jumbo's video after that, because I don't actually follow any of the Cycroft guys on YouTube, so I only heard about it through Mumbo's video, but I gather they were the ones who'd discovered or at least pioneered the mechanic. kind of an interesting concept, though, like using leaves as kind of like a trigger for things. And it sort of builds on the concept we saw in previous updates, where if you had an observer detect the decay state of a leaf block, you could use that to trigger stuff, but it only worked once. So you had to like grow a tree, put an observer block underneath it, and then yeah, it was something along those lines, like a leaf really far down, and then as soon as you chop the tree down, it would start to, like, the leaves would change their state to decaying, and then another leaf underneath it would be detected by the observer. Yeah, I do like Psycraft's methodology of, like, let's use anything other than redstone. I feel like that's why the term technical Minecraft kind of comes in and replaces redstone. Because, yeah, ain't nothing redstone about using leaves. Except they're producing redstone signals, but you know what I mean. Need to go and get more dark oak then, don't we? This has been a pretty convenient way of getting back to 34 levels. So, yeah, this gets a 10 from me. It's a definite yes. Definitely maybe a yes. I think we can make that room down there very pretty as well. I just need to get the right stuff for it. Need to make some kind of, maybe like a domed roof above it or something. It works out pretty well because it's on a an odd number. I should join Hermitcraft. Thanks for that recommendation. I'll get right on that. Don't make me break out the Sean Bean memes again. Zloy XP fell from a high place as a result of you suggesting that. Skeleton spawner most useful Y/N. Definitely Y. For some reason I have a gold helmet. Not certain I need that, but hey. Likewise the bow. Let's keep these logs on us. Keep a grass block handy somewhere. Take the mushrooms. In Tralacustrin. Sounds like a new drug currently in clinical trials. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Pixels. Sorry for immediately making fun of your username. I apologize immensely. Whereas my and Python's PixArk series confined to the trash, I'm afraid. Python decided PixArk wasn't ready for him. Perfectly fine. And I carried on and did a series on a server with a bunch of other friends. Me and Python are still planning on collaborating on something at some point, which may end up being like Harmony 2, if we end up doing a Minecraft series together again, but we'll see. Not in any rush, either of us. Don't think the Hermits know about my Final Fantasy journey. Azuma does. He popped in a couple of times while we were playing FF5. I think he even raided us once. But I don't think they need to know. I don't think they care. Like, they don't have to know about all the stuff I do. It's not how it works. Harmony 2, too fast, too harmonious. I like it. Solid subtitle. I really need a Luck of the Sea rod. Like, if we can get Luck of the Sea 3 on something. Because I've got Luck 2 on that one, but that one's nearly dead. I really want to enchant a fishing rod and just have it have Luck of the Sea 3. But these ones just keep having unbreaking. I've yet to fish up like an OP Jeff rod, so And if I just got Luck of the Sea 2, then I could combine some of them. But yeah, we're just getting unbreaking on that one. We were around 100 views for a while. Yeah, we did pretty well out of that. I was quite happy. May as well start enchanting some diamond armor. That's only protection 3 now. Wasted it on a fishing rod, but oh well. There'll be other opportunities. There'll be other armors. There'll be other fishing rods. Feather falling 1. I think not. See you later, the expert. Thanks for being here. Take care. Have a good one. Where is the string, please? There it is. Ninja Cat, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Pixels. Bit more spruce. Oh, I've already got tons of spruce. What am I doing? What am I doing? Yeah, this is the bit where my mental energy starts to break down a little bit. Been streaming for 3 hours. All this Minecraft, all this concentration. Give me Luck of the Sea. Lure 2, really? It could be Lure 2, Luck of the Sea 3, but I doubt it. So, let's try for a Silk Touch shovel. Efficiency 4. Efficiency 4 for a pickaxe as well, I assume. Fine. What about a sword? Looting? Nope. Sharpness 3. Alright, let's do some fishing. Let's do some fishing and round it off. When am I going to do Hermitcraft Day 2? It doesn't work like that. We do Day 1 and then we do Week 1. So Hermitcraft Day 1 is going to be the only, like, individual day we cover. Because otherwise we would just be recapping Hermitcraft all day, every day until we died. Which would happen probably sooner as a result of having to recap Hermitcraft every day. Now we're going to do Week 1 on Sunday. I assume the release date is probably going to be Sunday. Do I play Bedrock Edition, like, at all? If you go to my YouTube channel, you will find a recent collaboration with ZloyXP when we played a Bedrock Edition map called Dwarven Mining Company. That is the extent of my interaction with Bedrock lately. We played Dr. Splice's Lab Escape, was that what it was called? Which is another Bedrock map on the marketplace a while ago, but I don't play Bedrock Edition just like on consoles or MCPE or anything. Like, I just do my gaming on PC. Frostwalker 3 boots, I like that. Mitchan, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Pixels. See, lure is faster, but we're not getting as much treasure this way. Just getting the fish. Yeah, we do need to record some more of Dwarven Mining Company, if people are still interested in that, but I feel like the release of 1.13 might have kind of eclipsed that, both in terms of audience interest and in terms of our interest. Do I have contacts for Python? No, he wears glasses. Which is best, PC, Nintendo Switch, Xbox, or PlayStation? Depends what you want. Depends entirely on what you want. I would love to have a Switch right now because Octopath Traveler came out and I really want to play that game. And it's only on Switch. I have a PlayStation 4 downstairs. I mostly use it for watching TV. Because it's more convenient than having a Freeview box that kind of doesn't work. But there's some great games on PlayStation. If you want single-player experiences, they're good there. Xbox is good at having multiplayer and cross-play now. And then PC gaming is arguably the highest performance gaming you're going to get as long as you can afford the hardware. So, takes all kinds. Technical Augury, I liked the final fight with Kefka. It's the first time I'd ever played that part. And the Kefka fight was not nearly as bad as I was expecting. We kind of over-leveled for that, but we lost one character. And it felt like the character we kind of should have lost in that fight, you know? Gotta do that sleeping thing. Still haven't encountered any phantoms on today's stream at least, so I think we can call that a win. Where did I put the potion bottles? Did I even put them anywhere? Here? In there. Cool. Man, I really want a Silk Touch shovel now. I can't think about anything else. None of those are going to work. I tell you what else we could do, which we may as well do right now, is let's go out and see if we can find a drowned village that has not yet been raided. Because I want to see if I can find myself a Heart of the Sea. Zambici, thank you for the 100 bits. For the man who fish and sleeps in Minecraft. There you go. That's what I do, man. It's what I do. It's all part of the job. There's one raw cod in here for no reason. Have that. I swear, every time I make a boat, I just, like, leave it somewhere or something. If it's not over here, it probably got broken and never picked up. Or I threw it out. Oh, no, there's one. All right. Let's go searching, folks. Which way should we go? We've already been north. Let's go west. Life is peaceful there. Take the bear boat. I don't want to take the bear boat. That means the bear might end up getting, like, shot by a skeleton or something. There are more bears. I want the OG bear to be preserved. Yeah, we need to do some exploring. We need to find a treasure map, or we need to find a sunken city. There's already a boat over here. Get in the boat. Let's see what's out there, folks. I fully expect a lot of the shipwrecks and stuff will already have been raided, but depends what we can find if we go a little further out. Also, we can now acquire packed ice and blue ice and all that lovely fun stuff because we've got a Silk Touch axe. So let's grab a little bit of this. Can we only mine it with a pickaxe? Oh, okay, it just breaks a lot slower. 1128. Let's see. Okay, I'm breaking. Sure. Just wanted to see if it was taking off like extra durability or something, but maybe not. Can I please repeat all of the things we said about collabs today? I can't remember all the things we said about collabs today. Mostly just don't ask. I think it's probably what it came up to. There's half a shipwreck over here. With a chest out on the surface. Does that mean someone's raided it? That's a crafting table right there. Of course they have. A lot of water, kelp, and disappointment. That sounds accurate. But I think we'll find something out here. Now that Awuga's found the Nether Fortress, we should wait for him to finish exploring it and then go and get ourselves some blazes and potions and stuff like that too. Yeah, I think whoever's been out this far, probably Wee Beastie, if he's thinking about setting up over here, has probably already taken care of most of the shipwrecks in this region. We'll probably have to strike out a little bit further if we want to find stuff. How cool is that, though? That's a pretty cool looking, like, it's like an ice monocle. It's like, hello there. I think the DV fan Discord is public, yeah. You might be able to find it linked on decidedlyvanilla.com if Kane has updated that, because he's the webmaster. Is that a drowned village on land? Hey, I've seen them generate like this. I've heard they can generate like this. Oh, hi, fellas. Come outside. The sun's lovely. Blah, 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 blah. Hello? Anyone home? Oh. Hi. No tridents from you, sadly. A chest, though. Oh, treasure map. Heck yes, and a stone axe. All right, let's break this, so we don't end up getting directed to it by a treasure map. Oh, my mouse has gone weird. My thumbs have gone weird. Oh, we're right on the edge of it too. Oh, hello. Was Beastie the one who couldn't find Lapis to save his life? Pass. I haven't seen that. I have no evidence of this. If we go... Wait, is it that way? I can't tell when the map is this small. Hang on. Which way are we going here? Is it out this way? No. But we're on the edge of it. Is it the other side over here? I really can't tell what's going on here. If I go that way, I'm going down the edge of it, so... I'm really disoriented. I can't think right now. Let's check out the other chests that are in here, though. Because these guys, I can probably just snag that through here. Get another buried treasure map. And a bunch of coal. Seriously, you ought to come outside. It's really nice, look. Oh. Fine then. Return to the sea. Perish. There you go. Yeah, I'm normally not terrible at reading maps, but this is just throwing me for a loop a little bit. Is that the same one? I think that is the same one. Well, dang. Probably should have picked it up after we got the first one then. Let's go and check out the shipwreck first. Does it go that way? Does it go this way? Is it out in the icebergs? So confused right now. We're just going down the map. That doesn't make any sense at all. This has way more masts than I expected it to. Hello? Who is it? Ooh, actual treasure. Don't mind if I do. Also probably going to drown real soon. There we go. What is down here, though? Water with air pockets in it. Fantastic. Another chest. Leather pants. Some paper. Quality loot right here. Let's break this again, because treasure maps. Anything in there that we really need that we can dump out? The flint. Potatoes, I guess. I'll take those. Leave the carrots. Hey, Rad, what's up? Welcome along. Glad you could join us for this Minecraft stream. Hope you're having yourself a fantastic day. Also, is there anything up the front of these? There are like several chests on these ships. I forget exactly how these things generate what we're going to find in here. We're just going through it at this point, aren't we? Yeah. It's so warm. It is. It really is. The third will be in the room with the actual door. Not this room. Take out that one. Can't see anything down there. I can hear the drowned. They're out there somewhere. There's a room with an actual door. Is it down here somewhere? That looks like a door to me, because it's... There it is. Hi. You must be the captain. My name is Pixelriffs. Thank you for welcoming me aboard. I don't need a hug. Please drop a trident. No? Empty map. More buried treasure maps. Okay, we will come back for that one once we've hopefully unearthed some treasure from these ones, and we'll see if it's any different. See, that looks like this. So which direction do we need to head? I'm really confused about the directions of any of this. Where is my boat? I think that's what everyone has been saying. Like, we're so happy that the floating items are a thing. So if I'm going north... If I go... Wait, hang on. I can just head west. I can just row west, couldn't I? If the top of the map is north, then I just go west. That makes a lot more sense. It just didn't look like I should be going towards land at all, but I guess I was. Let me go around, first of all. So what, your PC just crashed? Oh, I better be worried about mine then, hadn't I? I probably shouldn't break the boat here. I haven't got enough inventory space. So if I go upriver now, like around here. Hi, friends. We're kind of getting there. Kinda. And it's like right on the edge of that island over there. Okay. Let's see what we can grab. Yeah, we're right on top of it, I think. I've seen a lot of people having trouble finding these, so I'll do my best. I say a lot of people, I mean Doc M about 5 times. There's also a, well, it's a skeleton right here for a start. What is this, Sea of Thieves? There's also a another shipwreck right there too. Which presumably doesn't mean the buried treasure is just this shipwreck. Like, I expect there is something down here. Should be its own thing. Yeah, we are right on it. It's going to be around here somewhere. Oh no, the boat's moving. Just going to have to dig out this whole area, basically. Right, let's pop down the chests. That's not how you put items in chests, Pix. What are you doing? Put the other treasure map in there. Probably never see that again because we don't need it. Dig down. Lads, do a dig down. Hello, boat. Thank you for joining me on this special adventure. I swear, having an efficiency shovel is definitely the way to go when you're searching for these things. Should have brought a door with me, shouldn't I, really? Wow, that was quite a stutter right there. Okay, we are gonna have to loop the soundtrack back around. There we go. Should only be under sand. That would make a lot of sense. At the very least, I'm gathering an awful lot of sand, so that's going to be useful for future projects. Can turn some of this into glass and concrete and things. It's kind of hard to see down here. At least with my monitor being what it is. Yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! And oh, yes. We got ourselves a heart of the sea, folks. We are 2 Nautilus shells away from a conduit. Fantastic stuff. I need to go and get some prismarine off of a Wooga then. We got ourselves a heart. Not bad. Hi! Hi, friend. Felt like becoming a drowned today, did you? Enjoy that. Ain't about that life. No. Back. Die. Sweet deal, guys. We made it. GG. Have a map. Alright, everyone's come out to play. Praise the sun. Any minute now we'll start gargling, you watch. Let's grab all of the stuff that makes sense to bring with us. I guess we'll bring the rotten flesh just in case we want to trade it. Sand, leather, kelp. Whoa, that was a noise. I've never heard the noise of them turning into drowned like that. Like the casual, like, laid back float towards you that the guy has. That's really funny. Can't confirm for sure if destroying the chest actually makes sure maps won't lead to it again, but it can't help. It can't hurt, yeah. That's what I figured. Ooh, hello. Even more treasure. Right, I really need shulker boxes. Aldara, thank you for the 5 bits. And Trinasia, thank you for the follow. Very kind of you both. I appreciate the support. What can I leave here? Sticks? Yeah, fish. It's all cooked. But I guess we can leave that there as well, like the spruce slabs and stuff. Oh, thanks for sleeping, Zloy. Very kind of you. I'll take the lapis and the gold with me right now. I do like the little cabins they have in these small shipwrecks. Bones. I'll take the bones. So that one, ID number 36, we already got. I assume if we pick up this one, it says ID number 36 as well. Oh, ID number 35, and it was the same one. So, like, how does that work then? Maybe it's just, like, the 35th one that's been found? I don't know how that... how it assigns those ID numbers. All hands to the boats. Numbered by order found, it assigns the nearest available treasure. Right. Well, let's go back to the other shipwreck that we found and see if that next treasure map will assign us to this treasure or another one. Because I saw somebody on the Hermitcraft subreddit saying, like, here's a message to all hermits, like, PSA, make sure you destroy treasure chests because it'll just direct other people to them and then they'll just find the same thing you had. So yeah, maybe there's some merit to that. We will see. I feel like my face is getting really, like, it's like sweating and drying out at the same time. Is that normal? Let's see what we find here. Ava Michelle, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Pixels. Hope you're enjoying today's stream. So down here in the hold we had... For a start we had a door, which I kind of want to take with me now, and we had one more buried treasure map. So let's see. That's the same one, isn't it? Yeah, that is the same one. Dang. Look like I'm turning into Andy Blanchard. Just red face. Map generated before we destroyed the chest. Oh, I guess so. If we, like, found it before we... Yeah. That's kind of annoying. Like, you have to not open the chests. Just in case it turned out to be a map. So here's the takeaway from that then, I suppose. Once you find a map, find the treasure before you do anything else. Right? I guess that sort of makes the most sense, because then you don't risk opening another chest, finding another map, and then it just reassigning you the same treasure. Just the one in the captain's quarter with the door, that's the only one that has maps. Okay, good to know. I didn't know it was going to separate them out like that. Question is, do we want to go down there and mess with this? Because there's a couple of sunken ruins down there. Which I'm getting dragged down to. Oh, another buried treasure map. Okay, well, we can use that. Hi! They're so goofy. They just look like they're having a rave constantly. What up? This place is crazy. Wow, there's a lot of them. Wow, there's a lot of them. Any of you guys got tridents? Come up on land. They really follow you too. It's like regular zombies. They've just got that really long distance thing about them. Nice. Is that it? Oh no, there's more. There's a lot more. They are zombies after all. Suddenly they spring to life, or undeath again, I guess. If one of them had a trident, I'd know about it already. Fair point. It's a good point, well made. Hello. They're a bit squishy, these guys. I mean, I'm not going to say that's a bad thing, but... Another buried treasure map, okay. Well, let's look at this one. It's the same one. It's the same freaking one. Boo, I say. Boo and boo earns. Did I destroy the chest? I did. I'm fairly certain I did. I thought I did. Ugh. Don't remember seeing me do it. Alright, I'll go over there and check, shall I? I'll do it for the good of the server. For the good of my server mates. So I don't want everybody getting this same treasure. I got what I wanted, though. I got a Heart of the Sea. I'm fine with it. Can't believe I've got a conduit, basically, before I built a house. What is that? It was in this little patch over here. I put those chests there. You know what? You're right. I didn't destroy it. That's on me. It's on me, guys. Yeah, if we find consecutive maps, the problem is it still calls them unknown map until you pick them up. So I don't know if they actually generate until you remove them from the chest, or if they're already kind of like assigned. Let's find out. Because there was this map in here, but there was that other map in the thing. That turned out to be the same. This one didn't have any more. Let's quickly make a crafting table and then make a spruce door. Throw this out. Make 3 spruce doors. And a partridge in a pear tree. Alright, let's swim down here. Take a look in this. Buried treasure map, okay. Same one. It's the same one. Even after I broke the chest, it's the same one. Well, that sucks. Alright, Hope Stars, I'll catch you later. Have a good one. Because I'd opened one of those chests. Had I, though? I don't think I had. You have to find the treasure before you get another map. I did find the treasure, though. That's the thing. I've found that treasure. I've broken the chest. I think I've done everything I really needed to. Mending fishing rod? I'll take it instead of the bone. Got an endless supply of bones at home. Okay. Let's head back to the Mushroom Island. I've done enough damage. Maybe it's all bugged. No, I think it's just allocating you the most, like, the closest treasure, and yeah, it's like Liara says, it could just be a crappy mechanic. As Lloyd just left in disgust. All right, I'm going to head back to the Mushroom Island, and I think we're going to wrap up the stream there. We've been going for nearly 4 hours. We'll find somebody out there to raid. See if anyone else is out there streaming from their Minecraft worlds. If you've got any raid recommendations, drop them in the chat now. It's going to take me a minute to get home, but hopefully shouldn't be too bad. Let's chuck out the rotten flesh for a second so I can pick up the boat. Thank you. And then let's ice boat this place. Ho ho! Yeah, that's always been a lot of fun. Something like the ocean monuments, even if you break all the blocks, it still spawns guardians. Yeah, exactly. Like they assign these places with the world seed, I guess, is how it works. And then once you've found something, it's like all of the stuff nearby is going to point to it. Trooper Joe is playing Minecraft. Okay. Have to check him out. Preferably PG people, of course, but any port in a storm. He's PG? Okay, cool. I will quickly open up Twitch and see what's up. Azuma's streaming. Yeah, I rated him the other day. He's got enough love from me. Not surprised the map still points there, though. Thought it was strange the hermits have been claiming it worked like that. Yeah, I mean, I think it just needed some confirmation. You've got to see it once before you believe it, kind of thing. There's an ocean monument right there, in amongst all these icebergs. That's going to be worth keeping the location of. Oh, and it's really not that far from the Mushroom Island then. Well. No wonder Beastie wanted to set up over here. That's pretty cool. Love how ocean monuments look now. Me too, man. Like, they're really cool looking. With the kelp and everything rising off them and the seagrass. People were kind of wondering if they were going to change the look of them now that prismarine slabs and stairs are a thing, but you really don't need slabs and stairs with a structure on that kind of scale, as far as I'm concerned. I think it looks pretty nice on its own. Let's put all of the structural stuff in here. Got plenty of sand and sandstone, so I guess that's worthwhile. We have ourselves a Heart of the Sea. And I'm kind of glad that I did that in a stream instead of an episode, because I feel like the episode would have gotten a little bit frustrating. But I feel like having that on the stream, we can make an episode around building ourselves a conduit. And I think I will probably try and get the building stuff out of the way before I start on, like, conduits and whatnot. That feels better somehow. Feels more wholesome that way. May as well come back and pick up these potatoes. Azuma's on Hermitcraft, I'm guessing. Yeah. He's got like 2,500 people watching him. He doesn't need me. Let's check out this Trooper Joe fella. I want to thank you guys for being here for this stream. It's been, like, really good audience the entire way. Like, I'm really, really happy that you guys have been here. Thank you so much for keeping the chat moving, for your questions, your insightful commentary, your help with Minecraft's weird new mechanics. It's been great, and we'll probably be back this weekend to do more once the Hermitcraft recap is over and done with, which goodness knows how long that's going to take, but that's going to be a thing. Right, we got Trooper Joe working on, building on, looks like console edition, Xbox One. Very cool. All right, we're going to drop a raid on Trooper Joe. Make sure to use your hashtag PixelRaid and the hashtag PixelRaid, the Pixel Hype emotes if you have them. Show some love. Spread some love around the Twitch community and the Minecraft community. And let's hope we make Trooper Joe's day. Thanks for being here, guys. You have made my day. It's been fantastic fun. Hope you all had fun. I'll see you again soon. My name has been Pixel Riffs. Bye for now.